Ay. Okay, I see. Sometimes a fart isn't only a fart. Yeah, it's a shart. Yeah. Welcome in, Rooster. Welcome in. Anyone else who's hanging out there. Uh, I was originally going to go live yesterday, but had some issues over here. But I said, hey, you know what? I'll do it in the afternoon. How about that? We haven't done an afternoon stream yet, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. Let me just make sure everything is. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. Hold on. I gotta turn the air down up here. It gets pretty warm. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right, let me turn this off. I have not watched this episode yet, so yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I have no idea what it's about. I luckily, well, not luckily, I think I just have not been paying attention. So, yeah. All right, let's start it.
Welcome to the Necessary Conversation Midweek Edition. It is me, Chad Colchin, lefty, liberal, and my mom.
Oh Lord, you're in for a fun time. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm fairly certain she's going to say something insane. She seemed very docile on the last episode, so yeah. What's up, Stinker? What's up? What's up, Lux? Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Like I said on the last stream, I'm like at a point where anytime I watch a episode now, I have this just this thought that like Mary Lou does this thing where she goes back and forth. On one episode, she's like, "Yeah, you know, I get it. I understand what you're saying." Then on the next, she's like, "You know what? Trump's doing a good job." The faces are especially crazy this week. Okay. Haven't watched this episode yet, but I hope it's good. Me too. Damn, me too. Watch his face during the Spencer clip from ML. I'm actually thinking about making a video about Spencer Pratt. I don't know why people like him so much. I cannot figure it out. It feels like Trump 2.0, just younger, and I don't like that. I really don't. Hold on, I keep forgetting, and if I see, let's see here. I got to point out here, Tina. Thank you so much for the super chat. Actually, 8 days ago, I did not see it. I actually had the super chat window up, so if someone does drop anything, I can actually see it now. And then Mar 5010, thank you as well. And I think I've got one more. Okay, yeah, we're good. She had a confusing Pratt clip today. You know what? I don't get it. I just don't understand the people who are like really into him. I just don't. He's so fake. He's the biggest fake I've ever seen.
In her best American flag hat, still no Trump hat.
Do you think Trump telling Netanyahu that he's crazy is true? No. Honestly, I think Netanyahu's saying that to Trump, and Trump is just being like, "No, what I said to him was, you're crazy, you're a loon." And reality is, Netanyahu's like, "No, you're crazy and you're a loon." I think Trump just is not there anymore. I just don't think he's there.
I like this hat. It's okay. It means nothing. Y'all are crazy. It means nothing.
All right. Well, we are going to dive into what we usually do on these midweek episodes is show each other videos from the opposite side of the political aisle. Today, I have kind of a smorgasbord. I don't have a main theme. I just had 3 videos that I thought you might find interesting, or I'll find it interesting to watch you watch them. And you've also sent me 3 videos as well.
They were They were kind of strange ones. But today in California is.
Oh shit! Are we just watching party? Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pepper in commentary while we're watching it. You know, the reality is that I do watch these. I haven't watched this one yet, and I decided, I sit down and watch these, and I take notes while I'm watching them, just because, like, sometimes when I'm editing a video, I'm like, okay, that's a funny angle. Now, I will admit this, and I said this last week. My stance on editing the podcast lately has been there's like a lack of like conflict. Mary Lou has a kind of a tendency to just kind of absorb information and then either A, just give in because she looks tired or she is tired, or B, push back and be like, nope, I don't know. I have to research that. And that push and pull of the podcast right now is really difficult for me personally to like make interesting content from. Now, the stuff that I can make interesting content about when it comes to the podcast is stuff like Mary Lou saying like, I don't like this or that, because the reality is that she does not remember when she dislikes something. She just doesn't. I don't know if she just feigns ignorance, but to me, it just seems like she just forgets it, or it's like, he always does things that I don't like, but he's my president, and yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm at a point where like Bob does need to come back. At some point, I am like legitimately like rooting for him to come back. If you'd asked me this or said this to me like a couple weeks ago, I'd been like, no, 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 no. Now I'm like, okay, I get it.
That election between Spencer
It was
Pratt,
yesterday.
But I think they tell it today who wins, right?
No, well, I don't know about that. They are still counting. I think Spencer Pratt is high up, but so is Karen Bass.
Right. So if there's no big number there, don't they both go into the November election? I thought they did.
So who won? Did they officially announce that? That was on my list of things to check last night, and with everything that was going on, I did not look it up. I know Hassan was like freaking out about it. Also, I'm just happy seeing you live watching. Yeah. I want to try and do these a little bit more often. I am warning people I do pause quite a bit, and the reality is the reason I pause is, first of all, there's discussion to be had, I think, in between some of the things that happen. And then two, if Chad and them do not like this, at least I'm doing reactions and not just sitting here nodding along, going, oh, So yeah, I do want to point that out. We're trying to stay within the confines of reacting to clips.
I believe so. I think it will likely be Karen Bass versus Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt, yes.
I'm going to look that up.
Which is insane. Yeah. So is that the one you want to play? Your Spencer Pratt Joker video?
It was a strange little clip again. They're fascinating me. I don't know why.
All right, here we go. This is an AI Spencer Pratt campaign video. Here we go.
Okay.
When people wonder why Spencer Pratt is doing
Oh, okay, great. Karen Bass won. I'm not like the hugest fan of Karen Bass, but at least it was not Spencer Pratt. I was about to start screaming like this is rigged. So LA Mag here says Spencer Pratt surpasses Ramon in race to face Karen Bass in November runoff. Joel, the streets miss you. You know what? I missed the street. Okay.
So well in his campaign for LA Mayor.
This is the bullshit right here that like they need to outlaw this nonsense, this AI bullshit.
They forget that the two people he's running against are dumb as bags of rocks.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful city.
That's rich. Bro, watch this AI shit. I'm about to watch it. They're fascinating because you love them. Mary Lou, you love them, Mary Lou, but won't admit it until someone else laughs. Yeah. It's insane. Yeah, I bet it's insane. Please watch your face. Oh, look.
Called Los Angeles. But then
she is obsessed with AI.
The kids called Basura took over the town. She did all sorts of bad things.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. What the fuck is Spencer Pratt's obsession with Batman? Because it feels a little weird. It feels off.
Like what?
She let all the drug addicts take over the parks, so no kids had a place to play.
Oh, she's so into it.
Hurt the puppies.
Oh my god, these AI puppies. Oh my god.
She let them do drugs in front of schools, so none of the kids were safe. While she was partying far, far away, she let the city burn to the ground. That's when everyone said enough
It's with Robin, not Batman. Are you being for real?
is enough. One by one, all the mommies decided it was time to fix things. Remember, there's nothing.
This is
more
a confusing
powerful
Pratt clip I was talking about?
than
Yeah. Yeah, Roos.
all the mommies came
What the
together and
fuck? Okay,
come up
okay, hold on. This is some Superman 2 bullshit. Batman and Superman do not. Okay, Spencer Pratt, get this shit fucking figured out, all right? You're a fake fan. You don't know what fucking Batman is. You don't know what anything is. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, dude.
monster out of town, and she
The
never
fuck?
came back. And all the puppies were safe. The end.
This is fucking wild. That is fucking cheesy. Why do I have secondhand embarrassment though? I do too. Like, I mean, I'm like watching this and I'm like, I don't know how anyone can be like, oh my god, that's so fucking good. It gets me. The mommies won by electing the man Spencer. Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh,
Again.
Holy shit.
Wait, Hope and Chad will give her acceptance so she can finally gush about it. Let's see.
When I saw that this morning, I was like, what?
Holy Christ.
Now,
Well, that's something.
but some of that stuff that they're saying in there is correct. Like the mayor, that lady was far, far away when the LA fire started. So I understand that. I don't understand the puppy thing.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, but when I saw that this morning, I was like, how can people really agree with that AI commercial thing or whatever that is, that ad? That's ridiculous.
I don't understand. Are you showing me this ad because you like Spencer Pratt and you think this is effective?
I kind of do like Spencer Pratt.
Okay. Yeah, listen to her try to explain away. I understand what she's about to say. She's like, I understand it's fake, but you know, he's doing something.
What he's running on. But I think those commercials, whatever they are,
God.
they're ridiculous.
Mom.
So what?
Just
What?
like Trump. Okay, this you're getting fooled again.
Nah, bro.
Spencer Pratt is an idiot reality TV star, just like Donald Trump.
He is.
Who is
Okay.
running on this
I know she's trying to make
hard
sense of
line,
stuff.
I'm gonna get rid of all the homeless people because they're all drug addicts and
Right.
fuck
Yep.
everybody else. He doesn't know anything about how to run a city. He's never had a job.
Okay.
He's an idiot. He is a rich kid idiot, just like Donald Trump.
But why are people backing him? There are people that like that, and they're saying he's great.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. I actually have a fact check real quick. She was saying, oh, she was away during the California wildfires in 2025. She was actually attending the inauguration of John Mahama as president in Ghana. So this is like the thing that the right does. They take something that is like, oh yeah, you can kind of truthfully say, oh yeah, she was away, she ran away. The reality was that she was not there because she had a prior engagement. I don't know if she knew this was happening and then just left. That's the question I have. But to say like, oh, she ran away, it's like, no, that's not what happened.
Because he's a Republican.
I do know he is Republican, but yet he has some Democratic views and sides, I do believe. I just when I
he's
saw
MAGA.
that I was like, whoa. I'm shocked.
Okay, so I get where Chad's going. I don't think being like, but he's MAGA is gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Because I think it's funny. I don't support support that ad. That's insane.
Right. It also is so, in terms of like what it's conveying,
Democratic. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it's so mixed and jumbled. The Joker is a kind of like incel hero. Spencer
Right.
Pratt should be on the Joker's side, at least in
Right.
the
Bingo,
contemporary
April.
movies that have been made. But instead, he turns Karen Bass into the Joker. Then he turns himself not even into Batman, but into a Robin kind of figure. So he's like the sidekick to a hero who's not even in the video.
But see, that's the thing, though. The black, like if I understand that, like the cowl is not like there. The reason why is because Spencer Pratt is vain enough that he's like, I need to have most of my head showing.
Then in the end, they put Karen Bass in a crystal and send her into space, which is what happened to Superman's.
We all know that, yeah,
Zod
Kathy.
And the other people from Krypton who were supervillains. So it's a lot of like just mixing weird shit up and then making up weird shit about the puppies, and she lets people do drugs in front of schools and all this shit. It's just
Yeah.
all lies.
It's crazy. I saw it this morning and I was just like laughing to think people really are thinking that's okay. It's not. It's
The people
not.
voting for Spencer Pratt are voting against Karen Bass.
Exactly.
They would vote against vote for anybody who was running against her. I
Well-
don't think he has a chance of winning.
Who is Batman if not the cowl? I agree with you 100%. I know what he's trying to do, though. I know what Spencer Pratt's trying to do. Like I said, vain ass motherfucker needs to have most of his head showing. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and wear the Robin eye cover. I hated growing up in LA and having to push through people doing drugs to get to my middle school front gate. Are you being serious?
And if he is the
I
mayor
know,
of Los Angeles,
look,
we always talked about Mamdani.
It's crazy.
New York will
It's
fall
crazy.
within a week of him being elected, which clearly hasn't happened. I
Right.
think that may happen to Los Angeles if Spencer
I
Pratt
know,
gets
I know.
elected mayor.
We'll see. I just thought it was kind of bizarre.
I
just
may be
wanted to
dead
show
within
it.
a week of that happening.
Okay.
All right, you have a couple other videos here. Which one do you want to do next?
I don't even remember what I sent you.
Before I forget, Tina, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Your name is like someone who, anytime I see it, I'm like, yeah, I need to thank Tina immediately.
Be honest. Which
You
one?
had one that was about the people canceling their, or at least just from the title I'm seeing, something about the cancellation of the musical acts for the state fair.
Oh, okay. We can see that. Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
President Donald Trump is doing a lot to celebrate America's 250th birthday, and one of them is the Great American State Fair. But its future looks uncertain. Musical guests were booked to perform at this event, but several of them recently backed out, partly because of the event's ties to Trump. Initially, Trump said he would headline the festivities himself. He said on Truth Social that he understood that these artists were getting, quote, the yips from having to do their performance, and suggested bringing him, quote, the man who gets much larger audiences than Elvis in his prime, out instead.
Can I ask a question? Does anyone actually know what the yips are?
The fair is scheduled from late June into early July and includes an array of exhibits and family-friendly attractions. But Trump suggested in a follow-up post that the solution was to cancel it and have a rally instead of having, quote, overpriced singers who nobody wants to
No
hear.
clue.
Artists who dropped out include Bret Michaels and Martina McBride. Some said they had been misled about the theme of the shows, and McBride said on Instagram that she had been, quote, presented with an opportunity to perform at a non-partisan event, but that turned out to be misleading.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Why'd you send me this?
I was about to ask what they were. So my understanding of the yips were, so there are two different things that go through my head. It's a baseball ref. Pitcher wasn't able to throw a ball after he took a hit. Took him a long time to get over. Okay, dumb mental mistake, like a pitcher completely missing everything. Okay. Performance anxiety, yeah. Usually used in sports. Gotcha. For being afraid to forget how to do something you do all the time. That's me every day.
We talked about this on
Yeah,
Sunday.
I
That
sent
was
But yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, but I sent that today because I did see that he
Makes sense.
is canceling it. And he
Oh,
said,
really?
I'm going to have my own freedom something where he's going to be the main event. I swear I thought I read that
Wait,
today.
so he's canceling the state fair?
I think he
That
is.
can't.
Okay, so I don't like talking about Trump's like health right now, but I am kind of like leaning now to that side that thinks there's actually something wrong with him right now. Because he's been missing for like a week, but this happens like once every like 6 months. So I don't know if they're doing some sort of like treatment, but him being on stage for a long fucking time, I cannot imagine that actually going well. Blows. Yeah, I saw some of that shit earlier, and I was just like, okay. It was Caitlin Collins, right? I saw some shit today, and I was just like, all right, this is same old story, right?
Can't be.
I
Hang
think
on.
that's what I read. He's going to cancel the state fair and put something on where he's the main event and in charge of speaking to people for the freedom of our country.
Put him in a hyperbolic
Trump
chamber. I think
this
so.
Is 2 days ago, 23 hours ago, Trump suggests canceling Great
Especially in the
American
summer heat.
State Fair
Imagine
after
that
music
diaper,
artist
man.
Hangout. So he's talking about it, but I don't think he's canceled it yet. Interesting. But that thing you just showed me, that was, I think, an AP video. So that wasn't a pro-Trump thing.
Which is crazy. I'm actually shocked that she's watching something or getting information from a source outside of Newsmax or Instagram, TikTok, whatever. He's gonna smell crazy. That is gonna be a wild scent coming off that guy.
No.
You're now sending me anti-Trump videos?
No, not really. I'm just sending you videos where those people are saying they're not going to sing there now.
See, okay, that's the thing about her, and this is the thing I always catch on to. She will share something when it's like, when it's like she's trying to own like one half of this, like the political spectrum. She'll do this even though it like diametrically opposes what she thinks, because the person on the end did not say, this is a bad look for Trump at the end of it. She's like, no, these people are just wussies, and now Trump's going to do it himself. And I've seen her do it like 3 or 4 times when I'm editing, and it's wild. Did you see Dr. Oz's press conference where he said that Trump gets tested so often just because he likes the results? I'm surprised Dr. Phil doesn't have a cabinet position at this point. So anytime they bring up, I'm going to be very honest with you, anytime they bring up him getting the cognitive tests like on repeat, and he was talking about it, and he's all like, I do very good. I get a perfect score. And I'm like, has anyone explained to him that saying you got a perfect score on a test that is meant to see if you are functioning is not necessarily a good thing? And the question you should be asking yourself is, why am I getting these tests? Have to catch the replay. Waiting at the eye doctor now. Hey, Fancy Nance, I will have it up this evening, so no worries. Yeah, now that Chad gives pushback, she immediately crumbles.
Yeah, but that was from AP, Associated Press. That wasn't Newsmax. That wasn't one of your right-wing Instagram people.
I haven't been on a lot lately.
All right.
But when I tune in, I did see that.
So now you're looking at AP for your news?
I did see that, yes.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what happens with this. The UFC thing is also, I have a clip that is roughly about the UFC thing. That's looking to be a complete disaster.
Also, why no other president felt the need to prove their mental competency through a test? Because, that's the thing that no reporter will throw back in his face. So be like, well, we've never really had to ask another president for this stuff. I mean, we may have needed to or wanted to ask Joe Biden about it, but he never felt the need to be like, I'm fit or whatever. The only person who feels that way is Trump. And I think they know if he ever were to take like a true IQ test and the person who was giving the IQ test was actually being truthful about it, he'd probably score under probably 100, maybe even 90. Because he's not a very smart person. He's manipulative. I think he's smart in that aspect, but outside of that, no. I don't think he's a smart person.
Disaster. They're talking about how many bugs are going to be there that night because the lights from the thing that they're building.
You're right, and you're correct. Biden literally did drop out. And look, I'll be very frank. There's a part of me deep down inside that's like, you know what? He should have just run again anyway. I think racism and sexism is the reason why Kamala did not get elected. Also, I think if they had done like a true proper, primary, That also probably helped as well. He would score a bit lower than Forrest Gump. Preach. Yeah, look, good at being evil, still a dumb poo-poo head. Exactly. Yeah, I feel the same. The problem is that the Republican Party had such a like, they knew exactly what to do when Biden was losing his fucking mind. Like that debate was the scariest thing I had ever seen, and someone should have pulled everyone aside in that administration, been like, hey, in 6 months before that debate even happened, we need to not have you talk about rerunning, and we need to do a primary. And you know, Kamal, I know you want to. You're next up on the block. We're going to do it properly. You're going to get it, but we need to go through the actual process, because I believe those primaries don't mean shit after what happened to Bernie and all that. Bernie to me is my like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm double checking something. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So, yeah, the Republican Party though, like, knew exactly what to do. And they also fed on a lot of fears that, you know, I hate to say it, you know, having someone who is not white come into the office, they fed on that. Also saying that that Kamala would get us into a war with Iran was also kind of insane as well. But look where we're at now. We're in a war with Iran and it was not Kamala that did it.
Bugs are just going to be dropping on the fights themselves all night, so that'll be interesting. And he's also floated the idea that he's going to leave the structure up forever, because he loves it.
That's batshit if that's true. I'm gonna have to fact check that. Boy. That's fucking crazy.
All right, let's hold on. You sent me one more video, then I have 3 to play you as well. Okay. I don't know what this video is. I think it's about Mamdani.
Oh, yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, no, America has a peace president? Yeah, right.
I've ever heard in my life. The audacity of what you about to hear him say.
Through our new citywide campaign, Fix the City, we will focus on the worst landlords in New York City.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Did you see Iowa's primary? A Republican won the governor spot that doesn't live in Iowa. Wait, how does that even work? Like, how can you do that? Aren't there's laws, right? I know in Texas there's laws. Like, you have to be, I think, in the district if you're going to run for a local seat, and if you're going to run for a state seat, you have to be in the state. That's crazy.
When necessary, we will take aggressive legal action to remove negligent owners and property managers.
How?
And for buildings that have suffered chronic neglect, we will work to transfer ownership.
Why is this guy so against fixing infrastructure for the people that live in these places, and fixing rent? Like, this is the most baffling sort of like, what the fuck sort of take.
To responsible stewards.
What?
Stewards that include community land trusts, nonprofits.
She is mirroring the guy in the video because they're poor, duh.
Nonprofits, or even the tenants themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how stupid you have to be to cheer that? That fool said, he didn't say we're going to buy these people out. He said we're going to transfer ownership. How are you going to transfer ownership from a landlord because the state don't like the landlord's rent policy or whatever the case may be? You're going to transfer we may transfer to the tenant. How is that going to work? I'm going to tell y'all something real quick, and y'all all know this. Everybody that's watching, you know this. This is the most nonsensical thing to ever exist. Bruh, they act like commodities or ownership is passive. Like, in name only. I own this building. That's it. Like, I don't work. I don't have to project. I don't renovate. I didn't put no money into it. I just on the paper I own this place. And then we go transfer the ownership to that person. That person ain't got no business experience, have never run a company.
Yeah, I will never understand shitty landlord sympathizers. Me too. I don't. Sometimes the people who are talking, I sometimes ask the question: have you ever lived in an apartment that is or a home or anything that is run down? When me and Suzanne first got together, we lived in a house, in the area we're currently living in, that the floor in the place was tilted downward. This house was about 110 years old. And the person who was renting the property has never really done any sort of maintenance to the place outside of putting in air conditioning over the last like 20 years. And anytime it got cold or anytime it rained, we could see either the rain underneath the house because the floorboards were exposed, or cold air would blow in from the actual hole in the ground. And all I could think of is like, there needs to be someone policing like structures that are leased out to people to make sure they're running properly and they're being taken care of. Because the reality is this: if we're not doing any of that shit, people are just gonna be living in, like, you can charge whatever the fuck you want for a bad piece of property or a bad home. ML thinks the city is stealing the property. The clip doesn't show the landlords earn the arrears from taxes and such. Yeah, which is that's how they do this thing. They do really, really clever clips. As Hassan likes to say, they clip chimp these things. They're so scared of communism that they see it everywhere. Mm-hmm. Even though, Crivens, if we're going to talk about it, they don't even know what communism actually is, which is actually crazy. The same people who are against rent control are the ones who complain about seeing homeless on the streets. Exactly. It's a almost a damned if you do, but it's just the hypocrisy of the kind of the way they look at things. This guy is aware that property management companies exist. Exactly. Isn't. Yeah. He obviously doesn't understand. It's always just fucking grifters that keep trying to toe the line because Zoran is a Muslim. Yep. And maybe the super duper rich might notice them if they're being bad people. And hey, Ginger, welcome in. Yeah, it's this shit that I actually hate. There's like this lack of compassion on the right. Catch 22, thank you. Catch 22. Yeah, there's this lack of compassion on the right when it comes to people. They want homeless off the streets. They want all these things done. But then they don't think about what happens to those people who are off the streets, who are homeless, who don't have a job, who are, addicted to something, or just have mental health related issues. A lot of people on the streets have mental health issues. And what are we going to do about that? Well, we can't do any funding because we've defunded everything. These people are just kind of left to just afloat and then get arrested for sleeping on the streets. And in many cases, they would prefer to be arrested because they have a place to stay. They rephrased it about people that board horses and abuse or neglect them. Yeah, she'd be all for it, 100%. Because here's the thing about Mary Lou. She talks about, caring about kids. I think she does care about kids. I think she loves children and animals. That's it. There's animals and children, and that's it. That's why she can be duped by an AI video of dogs, homeless dogs sleeping on the streets that Spencer Pratt put out. She's a loon.
Company don't know a P&L, ain't they got no investment money, in debt, bad credit, and they just go, you just go transfer to that person. How does that work?
Wow. I like that guy. I liked him. That
Officer
is weird.
Tatum. So I guess he's a cop who has a podcast.
You know what? He's a cop. His opinion does not matter to me.
That's what he's talking about. Now he opened that video by saying it was the craziest thing he's ever heard.
That's kind of funny, though. None of that makes sense. So he's going to just transfer if you're a bad
ACAB, 100%.
Tenant owner there, and transfer it to somebody else that'll be better, and give it all away and give it back to the people. Yeah. None of that made sense to me.
I'm for it. I don't know if he's actually doing this or if that was just a part of like his campaign speech or whatever. I have no idea. But the idea that there are bad landlords or bad
Katina, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Predatory, who are jacking up rents, who are not fixing things in the building, who are just bad at doing that.
Hey, blue lives do matter. Without them, we wouldn't have had Stonewall, and then later on Pride. You know what? You're correct. You're absolutely correct. Why hasn't anybody asked her about the 36 Republican Christian conservatives in Oklahoma that voted against child marriage, or voted against child marriage or for child marriage? Because I would think that they would be voting for. Because I'm against voting for child marriage. I think that's terrible. We should no, that shouldn't happen. Not just bad. People die because of slumlords. They do. Yeah, I knew what you meant. For yeah, they voted against raising the age, which no, you're good. I was just poking at you. Child marriage is widely legal in the U.S., even here in Cali. Yep, it is. God, I saw a map the other day, and it's like a very large swath of the United States that's like shit. This is awful.
Because of the bottom line, because they want to make more money at the expense of like kicking people out of their houses and shit. I'm all for getting rid of those people. I'm all for transferring that property to a nonprofit or a. Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
No, they
own the property. It's theirs. They don't have to take care of it. They don't have to. They can overcharge people. I mean, that's their business. If they don't like it, they can just move. And it's like
either sell it to someone. You don't just transfer it. You sell it to someone that will do it right. None of that really made sense to me.
But that to me was implied that like the city would buy it from them at fair market or something and transfer the ownership.
I don't think that was implied in what he was saying. No. I don't think.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about this. Let me
Okay.
Okay, what?
I just thought that was interesting. I like that guy.
Yeah. That dude seems crazy. I like that he was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Meanwhile, Trump is like, I'm gonna kill an entire society.
Yeah, that's the hypocrisy of that. My grandparents got married in 1913. She was 13. He was 28. Think about that for a hot minute. That was very, very common. You know, I look back on, like I would say even like pre like 2010s when kind of everyone was a little bit in the dark. Like all this shit was happening. Common and gross. Yeah. I don't understand how it works. So it's bad. Email probably. Yeah. Yeah. My grandparents were 16 and 37. 16 and 37 is crazy. God damn. 16, 37.
Okay.
That's not crazier?
Two different things you're talking about there, but that's okay.
I'm just saying.
Isn't there the Jerry Lewis documentary? Not documentary, the biopic, Great Balls of Fire. Isn't that part of the plot in that one too? Married his cousin who was like 13. I think someone should ask Mary Lou why Christian conservatives are voting for child marriage. Exactly. Respect though, hopefully happy marriage. Yeah, I hope so too. If they cared for each other and stuff like that, I guess at that time when it was common, it's like one of those things. Like, the question you ask is like, how can a 13-year-old and a 37-year-old find common ground? Especially 1950s. Hey, what's your favorite game? Tiddlywinks. I love it. Married his second cousin when she was 13. Yep. Oh, 16. Sorry, 16. You're correct. The answer is no.
We are now in week 13 of the Iran war.
Southern poor people in the 50s were still marrying their kids off
peace
young.
Talks or a deal being signed or anything like that. Straight
no, there
news
was
still
this morning.
They were.
There was this morning. Again.
Did they sign it?
No.
Is the war
yet.
over? I rest my case, Your Honor. Okay, let's start with.
He needs to hang that over her head anytime she brings up anything, being like, "Hey, the war's still going, right? Going to end tomorrow." It's like, you told me it was going to end in like 6 weeks. We're 3-4 months into it now.
Let's start with this clip. Here we go.
This video of Bill Pulte has so many threads to pull. I don't even know where to start, but I want you to listen to it and watch it carefully because it's pretty fucking outrageous.
All these influencers on the right all have the same type of mannerisms and looks. It's crazy.
Watch now.
Here's the first ever, man, live fucking dildo slap on the PP Live. Pulte, look at this fucking thing. All right. Come on. Harder, daddy. All right, fine.
Oh, wait, this is Midas Touch? Wait, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? That was a thing that happened? Oh, I mean, it happened. Who cares? It's a Chad clip? Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck? Katie Fang is not right-wing. I'm correcting myself. But here's the thing. This is kind of like in my head.
There you fucking have it. The first dildo slap in history live. So, Bill, this says Bill Pulte fucks. All right?
Yeah.
This is just
And then if
awkward.
you notice it's got a tramp stamp with a butterfly on the back.
Only the
Oh my god.
One ass cheek. Yes, it does say only the young on the back here.
Is taking over
Only
Tulsi
young,
Gabbard's position.
That looks
14.
pretty badass.
We have a mushroom stamp on the head of it. And
No, you're right. She has the same newscaster preference. Well, that's my thing. Is when I saw it, I was all like, "This is your new DNI." Yeah. So here's the thing. When I saw it, I looked over and I was all like, "Who the fuck is this? I've never seen this." And then as soon as I looked up, I was like, "That's this Midas Touch." By the way, I'm going to be very frank and honest. I am not a fan of Midas Touch. I think they are. Let me be very frank and honest about Midas Touch. I think they peddle just as much bullshit as literally the right does. Like, they are literally the exact, like, they are exactly like far-right media, but on the left, but like in the center. And they dance this line, like, they really hate Trump, but then they release like weird shit. And I'm just like, and also on top of that, they do a lot of clickbait, and I really fucking hate clickbait. They're the left version of Fox News. Exactly. I watch it and I tune out like halfway, or not even halfway through, like 5 minutes into it. I have to like skip ahead to get to the point that they're trying to make. Does some Touch sometimes does good work, sometimes for progressives, but they are pretty much fiscal conservatives and weird libertarians. Yep. Or the libs version of the left's Fox News. Yeah. Yeah, lots of reactionary nonsense that doesn't get to the root of anything. So, yeah, like, I understand, like, showing some of this stuff, being like, oh, look at this guy. Look, I'm going to be very frank and honest. This is, like, one of those times where in my brain I go, okay, dude slaps some dude in the face with a dildo, gave some guy a fucking really shitty fucking statue. It's gross that, like, you know, this guy identifies as Republican because I don't know where he stands at on the spectrum of sexuality, but I thought he might have been homosexual. You're 100% about Midas Touch. The info is good, but it's a fucking weird presentation. Exactly. They are involved in social manipulation tactics, right? Inoculate yourself by recognizing it. 100%. And like, that's why when I saw her at the very beginning, I was like, what the fuck? Brother, that ground news video is sick. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, honestly, so Cam, you're the one who asked for it, right? By the way, thank you. I appreciate that. Would that be considered a dicky hickey? Yes, it would be. But here's the thing. Like, when I saw the opening, I did not even notice that it said Midas Touch, and I was like, this sounds just like a fucking right-wing sort of like, check out this bullshit. Look what this libtard is doing again. And it's like, oh my god, fuck. By the way, thank you so much for that. By the way, that was crazy. And it was actually probably one of my favorite videos to put together too. I'll be bouncing in and out. Got a big break in BAM thing. The bad store owners just resigned. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, Colin, about the bricks and minifigs thing. You know, Reckless Ben put out a thing today, and it essentially makes them look like assholes. I stopped watching Midas Touch a while ago. Clickbait. Yeah, I usually, if I see them on my feed, I skip halfway through after they're ranting about, like, Trump did it again today. He said something bad. We all know he's dying. And then I skip past their ad in the middle, and then after the ad is usually the information. Yo, the unredacted police footage was wild. Oh, I watched it today, and I was just like, holy shit. We'll watch it after this, though. We'll watch it together. It's crazy. All right, let me now that I feel like everyone's on the same page about my touch thing, let's finish this shit.
Bath on one cheek.
Reckless
and
Ben is the
GME
hero we need.
fuck.
Yeah, we knew we needed. Yeah.
GME on the other.
I got too excited there.
So that's Bill Pulte that you saw on the right of that video.
Okay.
You know, Republicans are very interesting, right? For people that really like to be up in our shit and they want to sit there and be all anti-LGBTQ plus. There were two men playing with a dildo, slapping each other with a dildo.
Okay. So I'm gonna hop in here and I'm gonna say this. Them playing with the dildo, does that actually mean anything? In my head, I think it's just fucking cheesy bullshit. You know, I'm also gonna say this. I've been around conservative guys. I live in Texas my entire life. And they do some of what people would perceive as gayest things you could ever do. They do it all the time. They are very comfortable being touchy-feely. Yeah, honestly, do you think it's just stupid frat bro shit? Me too. And so to me, like, looking at this stuff is like, okay, great, cool, whatever. Does it really feed into anything? I'm pretty sure someone could find, like, old clips of me doing something stupid. You know? I'm fairly certain you could go through my back catalog of old streams from, like, years ago and be like, okay, here, I'll play a sound. I know I have dumb stuff.
What the fuck?
You know, me just, just saying crazy shit. Oh, and by the way, yes, I did see the super chat. RRB. Also, thank you for, as a treat, I might just be yapping in chat, but I genuinely love your content and you do good stuff and things. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do want to point out here too, I do not like monetizing the YouTube lives at all. So I just don't want you guys to be like, okay, you're getting hit with like ad after ad. I've sat in YouTube lives before and you just get like just dinged over and over and over with ads. Absolutely hate it. So I do appreciate that. It does help out so much, especially with like, like running the stream and then also with making videos as well. If Talerico was on that stage, they would have a meltdown 100%. It being Fox News and people like Mary Lou, 100%. This is the hypocrisy of the right, and I even think the left does it too. The stuff that I think people who I'm extraordinarily far to the left. I'm like way past what a Democrat actually is. I'm way past that shit. We should be focusing on things that actually happened and that are actually affecting people. Not something they did on a fucking stage like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. No, we should be going and attacking policy. We should be asking, hey, where the fuck is all of the Epstein files and why haven't we seen them all? You know, why are we not arresting people involved in that? Why are we not fixing, all of these programs that were cut that benefited people who can't like pay rent? Why are people working 2 to 3 jobs to make do? Why are we not fixing those things? Why are we not getting universal health care? Anarcho wait, I'm going to say this so wrong. Syndicalist ass fool. Yeah. All right. It reveals the Christian outrage is performative. It is. There's a written policy that instructs them to weaponize everything they can. Videos like this expose that reality. Yeah. And that's the thing, though. We can hold them accountable and say, like, yeah, you're just a fucking hypocrite. The reality is they don't give a shit about that. And we should all just know that. They just let that shit just bounce off. I'm like, oh, I don't fucking care. Yeah, I did something stupid. Haven't you done something stupid? Or they just don't even acknowledge it. They do shit like that. I was a sex therapist, and I can truthfully tell you that people that act prim and proper have a freak streak a mile wide, 100%. 100 fucking percent. Oh,
right? I mean, I'm just telling you what I just saw. I saw 2 men, white Republican men, slapping each other with a dildo in their faces. But then we segued into the award that was given to Bill Pulte. Quote, Bill Pulte fucks only the young. And just in case we didn't hear the only the young part of it, Bill Pulte made sure that he said it into the microphone so that we didn't miss that. The award that was given to Bill Pulte, it looked like a woman, because one of the guys there said there was a tramp stamp of a butterfly, whatever. That is about as on brand as we can get with the GOP, right? With the party that continues to protect pedophiles. I mean, I got nothing. That is the person that's going to be the director.
So yeah, this is, I'm going to say it and don't fucking come at me. All right. But this is so Candace Owens coded. This is like on like par with like, I don't even know. It's right. It is. The BAM thing is exactly the same as Bill Pulte. Judgment and forgiveness is only for the cult members. Like, I mean, here's the thing. It is this total like fake faux outrage. Like, I can't believe the GOP. That's like, oh my God. Bill Pulte got a statute that says fucks young people. And it's all like, cool. We need to figure out why. First of all, the thing that you should be outraged by is, okay, is that a true statement? Let's figure that fucking out. Let's do some investigative journalism and figure that fucking out. Let's fucking call these motherfuckers out. All right, let's get the proof and let's do it. Let's not be like, see, they had a inside joke and maybe it's true. Who knows? Let's be outraged. No, let's figure it fucking out. Let's do it. Let's find this shit. I agree totally. PDF Pulte, yeah. Like, this is actually how she normally is, or is she parenting like Candace? No, I think she is like this. I'm gonna assume.
Our national intelligence program.
Now, okay. Also, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to be dismissive of this guy taking over, but the reality is this: there are so many fucking jackasses in positions of power at the moment that I have a hard time panicking about it at this point. I'm just like, okay, yeah. Fuck, look at what we've dealt with for the last fucking year and a half. There is a problem at the top. Let's fucking get rid of the fucking problem at the top, and the rest of the shit should hopefully go away. And the problem right now is like the Democrats, they act like they have no power. They have powers to do things. They just seem to be dragging their feet. They could be making themselves a nuisance, and it's annoying. And it's frustrating. It's always, yes, it's another day ending with Y.
That's the person that's going to protect you from Russian and foreign interference in our elections. That's the person who's going to protect us from terrorists that commit acts like 9/11.
But Tulsi Gabbard, the stuff that was leaked about Tulsi Gabbard was that she was leaked. Let me put it this way. We don't know if it's true or not, but it's all alleged that she was some sort of Russian spy at some point in time, or she was doing things for some other country. Did we ever get confirmation on what that was? Because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like any person in any of these positions are just fucking. They're just working for either Trump or someone else, and I don't know. Conservatism consists of exactly one proposition, to wit, there must be in groups who the law protects but does not bind alongside our groups, and the law binds but does not protect. So I think there's just an oligarchy at this point. We're well past this party system, and the bricks and minifigs situation should kind of give you an insight into how this all works. You have enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can lie on camera, and then the police are like, yeah, whatever. And it's like, no, like, they lied. Like, fucking, let's fix this. No, we don't. What are you talking about? We don't know anything. Frances Woodhull. Remember when she was a Democrat? I don't think most people know that she was against Trump. Oh yeah, she was against Trump for a while. I thought she was running. I mean, she became a conservative. I thought she was going to run for president at one point. Is that right? I don't know. Tulsi Gabbard to me is just this awful person. Trump is too, though.
Thanks, convicted felon Donald Trump, for making us feel so much not safer. I guess including the young girls.
Yeah, Trump was a Democrat. I mean, I believe there's even quotes of him saying like under Democratic like a Democratic presidency or administration, you tend to make more money. And that's why he kind of leaned Democratic. And I think I think Obama got elected, that's when he went full tilt the opposite direction. He was like, "Oh, I think I could probably do something with this." He's also just racist as well. That's why he didn't like Trump, or not Trump, Obama.
So that guy, Bill Pulte, is the new director of national intelligence. Tulsi Gabbard left. She's going to be with her husband, who has cancer, I think, right?
Right.
Trump installed that guy. He's now the new director of national intelligence. The guy receiving an award while you just...
Oh, RFK Jr. was a Democratic, almost libertarian-esque Democrat. And he was running. I think he was running. He didn't win any of the primaries, and then Trump came in and said, "Join my cabinet," and that's when he switched. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it." It also just goes to show you all these guys are in on it. It's all a game. It's all a bit to them. You know, this act of being like, you know, yeah, I'm a Democrat. No, they're not Democrats. They're just in it for themselves. This is why I look at any of this shit. Anyone who was a TV star, movie star, reality TV star should not be elected. Like that shouldn't even be a thought in anyone's fucking mind. It's a big club and you ain't in it. Yep, 100%. Okay, so British person here. Obviously, Trump is bad and the worst of the worst. But why in the heck is it legal for RFK Jr. To legally allowed to have a platform? Because it's a club. RFK Jr. should have been shunned and ostracized. He's an anti-vaxxer who is literally has reintroduced measles back into the U.S. We were very close to being. I believe we were actually considered measles-free for almost a decade now. And because of this anti-vax nonsense that RFK Jr. and people like, God, who's Playboy? Jenny McCarthy. Jim McCarthy pushed. These people were loons. They're like crazy. And they pushed lies. I even think Joe Rogan right now is like getting in trouble for pushing anti-vax stuff as well. Whoa now. I think the only leader that was a reality actor comedian who's actually good is Zelensky. All starts with J's, yeah. Jim Carrey's anti-vax as well. Because, you know, Jenny McCarthy and him were dating for a while, and Jenny McCarthy's son was autistic, and she thought, hey, you know, I can't make sense of why he's autistic. It had to have been the vaccine. And I'm going to say it, you know, Jim Carrey was there being like, yeah, fucking, I agree with you. And it's weird. It's weird also to put Jim Carrey on any sort of pedestal in my brain, but I digress. They all start with J's. Think about it, yeah.
Just watch those dudes hitting each other in the face with dildos and then giving Bill Pulte an award that says he fucks only the young.
But it's not okay. So Jim Carrey did not have a kid with McCarthy, but he was dating her during the period of time. I think that the kid was growing up and was diagnosed with autism. Welcome back, Colin. Welcome back. Have been proven to deteriorate in post-elimination environment. They aren't as effective as they have been marketed to be. I thought I saw something somewhere. Someone put up the stats for it, and if you get your first measles shot, measles vaccine, you're I think 75% covered, and if you get a second one, it's 95%. Those numbers, I'm trying to remember. I'm terrible with remembering those type of details, so correct me if I'm wrong. We should get an MMR booster more often. Yeah. Taking brothers and I to get COVID vaccine. Oh, Aries. Okay, let me ask this: Are they like anti-vaxxers as well? Like, by the way, look, the symptoms and the the aftermath of having COVID, you know, the long COVID symptoms are worse than actually not taking the vaccine. Like you're sick for one day. I anytime I get a re-up on vaccine, the COVID vaccine, I'm sick for a day. I'm okay. But I was autistic before I got any vaccines. What the hell? Yeah, exactly. You need a booster around 30, not at 60. That makes sense. See, no, the brains are just cooked by Fox and the current admin. 100%. 100%. I think there's a lot of misinformation, and I think the other thing too is, and I kind of subscribe to this kind of theory that conspiracy theories sound really nice and more interesting than the actual truth. So for people, we've grown up in the age of like movies and these grand stories, and to think that, like, you know, Oswald didn't shoot JFK. Well, let's think about this. Is that true? Was it the guy on the grassy knoll that did it? Who was that? Who's the person who had the umbrella? You know, it's all this shit. I mean, hey, I haven't seen polio since I was birthed. So why do we need a vaccine? Checkmate, atheist. Exactly. Honestly, I had a wild reaction to my COVID vaccine. They had to file me away into a nursing tent. Worth it. Yeah, I literally within 2 hours of getting it, I've had it about 4 times, and I have like a fever, and I'm usually get a extraordinarily bad migraine. Don't know why. Hasn't made sense to me, but it happens.
Where did that clip even come from?
I'm not sure. Some weird podcaster event or whatever that Bill Pulte was at.
Like years ago, or is that recent, or what? That's ridiculous.
Years ago. Does it matter? How is that guy now the director of national intelligence? Those are the type of people Trump is putting into place.
Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
We've gotten to a point where he has normalized it to.
Yeah. So I cannot believe they made you sit there for 2 hours, Colin. That's crazy. Vaccines work by microdosing to an extent. That's the immune system can overcome them. If you aren't occasionally reintroducing the virus to your body, it has no reason to make more antibodies. Yeah, it makes sense though. Yeah, total fever and dizziness. Been super lucky, grateful. I have never ever contracted COVID. Yeah, I couldn't walk. It was the same thing. I literally was like, holy shit. But then the next day I was like, I was fine. We were good. Anti-vaxxers are some of the dumbest people I've met. They are on par in my brain with flat earthers. By the way, I do want to say something. There was someone who made a comment on the first live I did, being like, 4.5 hours? That's crazy. And then wrote another comment saying, about one person? That's insanity. And I was like, okay, I don't think you watched it, because the reason we're pausing is we're usually just having a discussion. We're not necessarily talking about what's happening on screen. So I just want to point that out. Like, if anyone is watching this being like, why are we pausing so much? It's because if you're on YouTube, you can see the chat. We're having a conversation here. Climate change deniers. I mean, but you know, the funny fucking thing is there are so many people on the right, like, and I'm going to say a good chunk of the people who vote conservative believe that there is no such thing as climate change. And that boggles my mind. I don't know how you can be duped on that one. First part of my COVID first jab, I was crying because of needle fear, and then the nurse pointed at all of my face piercings, and then she laughed, and I laughed, and she stabbed. I don't like getting blood drawn. That's my one thing. I hate it. I pushed my doctor to give me another MMR after I told her to alleviate my her concern I might be an anti-vaxxer. I showed her the studies, asked her why I shouldn't have a measles booster. Fuck yeah. You know what? I might, next time I go into the doctor, I might push for that too. I'm 40, so 41. So probably a good idea.
To put these buffoons in major parts of the cabinet, major roles. I mean, like Hegseth. Remember when Hegseth was getting confirmed and all of that? And the people at Fox News were like, he's drunk on the job constantly. sexual assault allegations. He paid a woman that he sexually assaulted to not talk about it. She had to sign an
Right.
NDA. And you and Dad were both like, whatever, we like Hegseth. Now we're in this position where we're in a war we can't get out of that has no objective, partially because of Hegseth. But he's a shining example. Kash Patel is another one who, like, these people are not qualified to be doing their jobs. And they're just like internet personalities and reality TV show hosts, idiots, but they will do whatever Trump wants. And Bill Pulte is that type of guy as well. So now you have a guy who's, whatever this event he was at, accepting this weird award where they're basically saying he has sex with young people. Now he's the head of our national intelligence.
Lying-filled ticks. I'm Googling this right now. Hegseth. Yeah. How do people like him? Well, that's the thing is, I don't think anyone truly likes him. He looks like one of those dudes, when you get him alone in a room, he probably fucking is the biggest pile of shit. He's a pile of shit, like in public. He's got to be deep down inside, just fucking rotten to the core. London, Ontario radio station had to address it. What the fuck? I'm Googling it right now. I'm Daily Mail article on Smith Lyme disease nuts disease amendment. Hold on. No evidence planes are dropping ticks over Ontario. What the fuck? This is a thing. Holy shit. Crazy. I'm not even kidding. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen. Oh, I can't. You love to hear it. Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, it is a thing. I cannot believe people believe this shit. Oh my God. And like the stuff about his pastors, like Jesus, yeah. Like I said, MGK vibes, yeah. On God. Let me just say this. Oh, okay, if you're concerned about measles, ask your doctor for a booster and then ask him if it would be harmful to authorize it. I'll ask for sure. My dad thinks ticks are from Bill Gates. I mean, it might be true. Just kidding, it's not. I don't think that's the case. That's what look. This is why I like conspiracy theories, because
ridiculous. And
it gets
I wish
wild.
I would have seen that
It's
sooner. I could
they're
have
funny to me.
Like, check that. Is that real? Is that real?
What do you mean?
Was that clip real?
Your dad maybe
yes, it was real. Hang on. Let me see if I can find.
No, he gave everyone he gave everybody he gave everyone what is it? God, oh God, now I'm fucking just blanking. All right, we'll move on. Thanks for the new art.
It's terrible.
Dildo clip.
I remember. Okay, do I really want to be talking dildos with my son?
You got this. Oh, I got it.
Today,
I'm Googling it right now.
The video shows Pulte getting a lewd award after a man gets slapped on stage with a sex.
This is what you'll learn if you watch me on stream. I can be very quick-witted. I can also, basically, because of the ADHD, I can literally go into a completely different direction. And it happens, and everyone's just got to bear with it.
Sex toy. This will say what it is. An unearthed video of Donald Trump's new spy chief received a lewd blah, blah, blah. On Tuesday, the president announced. Let me see if I could just find where this.
Oh, wow.
The event was hosted by Pulte, so he was the host of it.
Skipping
ahead
just a
then the
little bit.
chief executive of Pulte Capital Partners, the internet influencer PP from the PP Show, a platform that covers news and issues with
PP from the
retail
PP Show.
investment community.
Yeah.
Just got a little guy and have good energy.
These
Thanks.
people need to
Appreciate
be checked out. They need to be checked out. This is ridiculous.
No, but they are being checked out by Trump.
I know, but it's not.
Oh, here it is.
I remember. I know it's not what ifs.
Here's the joke that I was trying to say. Bill Gates didn't give everybody ticks. He gave everybody crabs. That was the joke.
And what abouts? But who was the guy in the
ADHD
Biden
gang,
administration that stole the
100%.
suitcase and was, dressing like women and all of that and Do you remember that guy? And everybody, he stole a suitcase in broad daylight
Yeah, I
Got
have
it.
a vague memory of this, but I
at
can't
an
remember exactly.
airport.
Yeah.
And I
It
don't
is
want to say
debunked.
what ifs. That guy's nuts. That clip was insane. Trump needs to do better. He needs
First
to do
try.
better.
But he can't. That's the whole point I'm making with that clip is he doesn't want to.
I asked for the shot with extra
He
microchips.
just
Jesus
wants
Christ.
people in those positions who will do whatever he tells them to do.
Well,
And
why would he pick that guy if he knew
because
that
guy will do whatever he tells him to do. And I'm sure if he's
See, that's who I thought she was talking about was George Santos. I think she gets confused about this stuff, and she's back to Biden. Look, Biden lives rent free in her head, and will always live rent free in her head till the day she passes. It will be there. She will not forget Biden. Biden will be dead, and she'll be like, "Do you remember what Biden did?" And it's like, "Oh my god, I just made a video about how much you don't like Trump, and you think he's the greatest gift to Earth." I don't know. God's gift to Earth, and I don't understand how she even functions day to day with just how much she does not like Trump. It just, I know deep down on some level she knows she's wrong, and she's just digging her heels in.
A partner or even an owner of some big investment firm, I'm sure it's all, dirty dealings back and forth. Fuck, I don't have the numbers. I read it this morning. Trump invested in TKO before they started doing TKO is the company that owns the UFC.
Right.
He invested a shitload of money in it before they announced that they were going to do this White House fight.
The event. Yes, I know. You told me that.
So he buys a bunch of stock. We're going to do a UFC at the White House. Stock go up. He makes money, sells stock. So whatever he's doing with this new director of national intelligence, I'm sure they are cooking some shit up.
Now, remember, Mary Lou said this. He is doing all these things. He's doing all this stuff, like making money to benefit himself and the United States. This is what she actually thinks.
To make even more money. Insider trading.
Here you're satirical political commentator now, Father.
Trump needs to do better.
Hey, what's up, Yummy?
There's no investigation. It's been those trades are public. Trump bought the stock. Trump went out publicly and promoted the company that he bought, and he profits off of it. I'm sure shit like that is going to be going on with this guy too.
Yeah, Chad should make an AI comedy special, but it's of Trump. I mean, honestly, at this point, by the way, does everybody know the backstory to this? And by the way, Yummy, how are you doing over there? It's been a bit. I hope everything's been going good. Does Mary Lou have dusty granny milkers or what? Jesus Christ! Oh, okay. I bet she does. I guess, yeah. Does everybody know the whole situation with the AI comedy bit or comedy special that Chad put out? That is wild. Good job with editing on the tube. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. ML seems to be cracking, but desperately holding on by her fingertips. Yeah, 100%. She is constantly at this point of being like, oh my god, I can't keep doing this. So yeah, the George Carlin estate actually sued, I believe Chad and I think maybe even the Dudesley podcast. I can't remember if that was it. Yeah, Carlin. It's wild, but I also think people took it too seriously. I think so too. But he wrote an entire. They say it wasn't fully AI. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, with Will Sasso. Yeah, and George Carlin's daughter sued, and basically it kind of blew up. Hey, RRB, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate that. But yeah, it was crazy. I read a little bit about it, and I was all like, wait, what happened? So Chad Colchin here had a podcast called Dudesley where they had a quote-unquote AI bot in the background. So I'm giving some backstory. This is not exactly the truth, the full truth, but or not the full truth, but the full story. But it gives some context into what happened. He had this Dudesley podcast with Will Sasso from Mad TV and the Three Stooges movie. And essentially they decided, Will Sasso and him, to write a George Carlin special, right? And George Carlin's been dead for a very long time now, and they released it, and part of it, I believe, was written in AI. Part of it was not. They released it, and George Carlin's daughter was deeply offended by it. Deeply, deeply offended by it. And it kind of blew up. Like, people were seeing it. Like, it was posted all over the internet. I don't even know. Does he still do Dudesly anymore? I don't think he does. But I know his two podcasts, or the two things he's really focusing on right now are this podcast and Soul Ringers, the MTG. Now, Carlin's chilling with Andy Kaufman on an island somewhere. Yeah, it's not. It's still not. Yeah, I thought they kind of nuked it. Being kept alive for immortality juice that only the elite are allowed to partake. I don't think Carlin or Kaufman were ever part of the elite. Honestly, didn't Kaufman die like almost broke and penniless? The stunts he did over the last like 5 years of his life, the wrestling with Jerry Lauder and the female wrestling, I think colored him so poorly. But if you actually really go back and watch all that stuff, you could tell it was a bit. People just did not understand it was a bit. Crazy.
Need to watch that. I don't want to talk dildos with you anymore, okay? Move on.
Okay, that was good. I like it. That was funny.
Okay.
I'm eating my hot tamale. Move on.
Here is let's do this clip next. This is Aaron Parnas, a guy I watch all the time. He's really good news on Instagram. He's talking about the structure that he's built for the.
What a time to resume. I know, right? I don't want to talk dildos with you anymore. What's ironic is Kaufman and Lawler got along. Oh, yeah. But Jim Carrey and Lawler hated each other during the filming of Man on the Moon. We were talking about Jim Carrey earlier. Jim Carrey, especially during the filming of that movie, was a fucking nightmare of a human being because he was going full method actor. And he said he was the spirit of Andy Kaufman filled his body during the filming of that. Oh, my message failed to send. Cool. No. Just give it to me, man. Just write it in pieces.
The UFC and like what the White House looks like. And he has a very good side-by-side picture of what the White House used to look like and now what it looks like. Okay. Here we go.
We're getting you images of what the White House looked like before and what it currently looks like.
Oh yeah, hold on. Here we go. I mean, AI as a whole is fucking gross, but using AI to exhume any sort of corpse for financial gain is fucking disgusting. Shame. I think Sasso was always lame, but after seeing him not trying to be on Stabby's World, I kind of liked him a little bit. What a fucking dork. I have a very I'm at a point where I look at it and I look at AI and I don't like generative AI in terms of like movies. I don't like it in terms of producing like art that people try to sell. Fucking hate it. We're at a point where the cat's out of the bag. People use it for everything now. I've had to go like this. It is what it is. I accept it. On the subject of Kaufman, I'm a huge fan. I have a Tony Clifton tattoo. Not the same person. Kaufman went off the deep end, 100%. Kaufman did go off the deep end, but I think Kaufman went off the deep end for the bit. In my opinion. And the bit didn't work at the time. I think the bit works now. Honestly, I think he even might have influenced professional wrestling just a little bit too. But I also like Tony Clifton as well. I thought the bit with Tony Clifton was also great. Tony Clifton is the same. I know. I like it when someone just randomly comes out and just, hey, it's me, it's Tony Clifton. You can't keep this bit going. He's dead, man. No, you can. You can. You can totally do it. But yeah, my whole deal on AI is this. Like, I use it to like now as a way to just do like modifications to like my thumbnails at this point, because the reality is like I don't feel like that's like actually doing anything other than just being like, all right, yep, it's there, cool. And also every single thumbnail that you see on YouTube is AI generated at this point. it's fucked. But I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like it. I wish it was not here.
After, I'm going to show you the before is on top. The after is today.
Tony
on the
and
left,
Reno
you
a few
have
years
this
ago.
Optimus Prime looking thing, which is the UFC cage match. On the right is the ball.
That's really sweet that he gave you a bottle of champagne. Hell yeah.
Ballroom. On top, you see the White House before this construction began. Literally no construction anywhere, no UFC cage match, no White House ballroom construction. It's a completely different scenario. So a lot of people are upset about seeing the White House kind of torn down to look like this under this current administration, whereas up top it was kind of pristine, green, luscious, and more. The UFC fight's going to cost $60 million to build. That's not being out of your money. That's from the UFC. And then the ballroom's going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. That's also allegedly not coming out of your funds. But it is looking like this right now. And many.
Yeah, it's just a temporary installation. But he was saying, earlier, Chad was saying that Trump said that he was thinking about keeping it permanently up because he liked the way it looked. Someone give this kid some chapstick.
People say that.
Oh, champagne, that AUHD reminded me. Did you ever see Zach Brannigan read Trump speeches? No, I haven't, but that would be awesome.
This is just an accurate representation of the country today. Let me know, spread the word, follow along for more.
Yeah.
So what do you think when you see that picture of what it looked like before Trump, which is like a kind of beautiful, stately building, and now it's a giant hole in the ground and a giant, like, carnival ride looking thing that's going to be where people are going to fight?
Okay, how is she going to justify this? Let's listen.
For the president's pleasure.
Okay, there's no way he's going to leave that up. It looks like crap. And you know this big thing where
yeah,
presidents have
autistic,
always
ADHD, yeah,
for power. You know, they do fights, they attend events like that, athletic events. Go all the way back to the Romans. I mean, you can go all the way back.
Yeah, but that's what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to impose himself as a Caesar-like figure. We don't want an emperor. I assume you don't want an emperor.
No.
Okay. That's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to
No.
liken himself to an old Roman emperor where the gladiators will fight and I determine who lives and dies, you know.
But I mean, that's been going on through all of time, a long time.
That has not happened in the United States. We have not had a cage match in front of the White House ever in the history of this country.
Yeah. I asked your dad about that, and he said he liked it. He kind of liked the idea.
But does he even watch UFC?
Good, give him the Caesar and oh god damn. Okay, just read that. You said good, give him the Caesar send off. At this point, man, I need Trump to just live long enough that someone does something, like put him in jail or something, or put his entire family get put in jail, because I know he wouldn't get put in jail. He's already written into law that he's basically immune to all whatever at this point. Of course, Bob likes anything Trump does. Embodies the America's finest. She essentially said that, yeah, he's our president, and I don't see why he's hurting people. He's too smart. Yeah, he needs to die a feeble, sick old man, so they don't try to make him a martyr. That's my thing right now. This is where I lean into conspiracy theory. I think if he dies in office, they will fucking make him a martyr. Yeah, and I agree with you. Even if we see the feckless Dems back in power, they're going to say, we've seen enough division. Now it's time for the country to heal. The reality is, in big, I said this, I think on the last stream too. I personally think that the reality of the situation is whoever gets into office needs to be ballsy enough to go, fuck this, fuck everything that happened the last 12 years. We're fucking fixing this shit. We're rolling it all fucking back. Fuck everything. Fuck everything that the conservatives say. Let's pack the fucking Supreme Court. Fuck you guys. You fucked up. Guess what? You ran this whole thing into the fucking ground, and we're here to fucking fix it. That's what they need to do. Also get rid of fucking the electoral college at this point. This is the bullshit. Stick to the popular vote. Fuck everything else. But Barack had the audacity to pay an attendance score. Yeah. Roman Gladiator Games was bred in circuses. Not a good comparison. You know, look, I think a lot of that stuff that we see in terms of like Roman gladiator type stuff might be oversold. We like to make things bigger than they actually are. I've had my druthers, man. I'd like to see the two-party system completely abolished. 100%. I think if you're gonna, we need to have at least a 3 to 4 party system and a transition over to a parliament system. Agree. Our shit just doesn't work. I mean, it works as intended, I guess, but enough already. Yeah, I mean, it works as intended because I think when we think about like how the country was kind of made, it was pushing against exactly what is happening now. Right? We have a king basically saying, "I rule, give me everything that I want. All my friends get all the cool shit too. All the poors, they're just poor. Fuck them. They're Soylent Green at this point." And the reality is this: like, there's going to have to be a massive change. This, left versus right thing is fun and all that shit to watch, but the reality is, it's like not getting anything done. It's not fixing shit. Not doing anything. It's just pitting people against each other. And the reality is this: there's going to have to be some massive, massive changes, like full on fucking a reverse of everything, like I said, that happened the last 12 years. And I agree. Get rid of the two-party system. Abolish it. Put a parliamentary system in place as well. And push for I'm going to say push hardcore for socialism at this point, because that's the only way this is all going to work. Currently, in the way the world works right now, the only people who benefit from the current system and get what is considered socialism is the rich and companies. Yeah, fundamental changes are needed. I mean, I think like I said last time, like there's going to be a rewriting of tax laws in general, the whole fucking 9 yards. Like, I mean, no one, my thing is though, no one should be dying and being in debt for getting healthcare or getting help from a hospital or having to pay for healthcare. Like that is such bullshit. There's so much medical debt out there too that it is baffling that this is something that gets ignored. I wish I had the patience to wait to watch this live with you. Danielle, hey, I get it. But hey, I appreciate you being here, hanging out. Let's see. Every time I see some kid new to politics crying about the system being broken, I wince. It's like, nah, dog, the system is working exactly as intended and flawlessly so. 100%. And I agree with you. It works for basically the people in power. I think, like I said, 95 to 99% of the people who are currently holding seats in the House, Senate, who are in the administration right now, they don't give a shit about you. They give a shit about themselves and how they can enrich themselves. Fuck them. This was created by billionaires. It's working exactly as they like. Yeah, 100%. And how do you fix that? Well, I don't know. I mean, my theory is, like, if we're going to start slowly, it's basically eradicating the fact that we have lobbyists influencing how the government runs. That needs to be nuked from space. Trump's martyrship is inevitable. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if he does pass away, here's my like hardcore conspiracy theory about Trump, by the way, is that he will die in office. They will hire a body double, and something will happen to that body double, and it'll be he went out heroically, and they'll have it either filmed or there'll be some sort of bullshit, like, I don't know, AI Trump. Like, they get the special AI to make it look just especially, like, really good. Okay, you said senators, and just remember how much I now hate Fetterman. Fetterman's a fucking asshole. Fuck that guy. That guy should never come back. That guy's a piece of shit. Fuck him. He's scum. He's the scum of the fucking earth, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm being really fucking mean. But he is. He's the scum of the fucking earth. Yeah, no one should be starving, dealing with food scarcity, bankrupted due to medical debt, afraid to seek medical care because of the idea of medical debt. It's insane. 100%. I agree. Well, crazy, I can see that actually happening. Me too, because I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very honest with you. The the correspondence dinner, quote unquote shooting, that feels staged, hardcore staged. I think the stuff leading into Trump, getting shot during the speech during his during the elections, I think that was fake. I think this is all just a lot of bullshit because they know this. They know the Republican Party, and I think even some of the independents and Democrats go, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened." Well, he is a true American hero, and they fall for it because they're gullible, they're dumb. I'm being so fucking mean. Oh God. Dude, Scott Bessent makes me fucking rage. Like every time I see his smug little goblin grin while he's on camera, my gut tightens and my fist clench. That fucking guy, man. Yeah. Okay. Can we feel bad for Fetterman? He had a stroke and then he turned to Republican, proving that that with less IQ, you too can become Republican. See, Colin, that's the thing. I know it's a joke, but the reality is this. There are people out there who are like, I can't believe what happened to Fetterman. It's so sad. I see people saying shit like that. Yeah, fuck Fetterman. He's dog shit. Yeah, he was dog shit before. I completely agree. It costs way too much, but I think infrastructure as a whole is a good thing. I do too, but it has to benefit the people and not the people who are running the country, in my opinion. I'm from PA. Feel free to insult Fetterman. It's my version of talk therapy. Well, yeah, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. And he deserves every negative thing said about him, in my opinion. Repaint the pole is so dumb. It's going to cost so much to maintain. And if it's not black, it won't reflect. So he broke it. Jesus Christ. When he's in local politics, he was a bootlick with a lovely history of racial profiling. That seems like a common theme with a lot of these guys running. I haven't heard anything. Well, yeah, you won't hear anything about the correspondence dinner shooter. You won't hear anything about the person who shot Charlie Kirk. You won't hear about the person who got shot outside the White House a few weeks ago. And you will not hear anything about the person who died when they shot at Trump. You also probably won't hear about the guy who went to jail for being on Trump's golf course with a gun. Because it feels like it's all designed to elicit this, like, oh my God, he's such a radical. And the reality is he's not. He's a fucking crook. We got bigger problems in the reflecting pool. I agree. That fucking stunt was so stupid.
No, but he has on TV watched that thing going up. He said it
Gonna
could
rant.
be kind of interesting.
I used to be a massive UFC fan. I used to watch every pay-per-view. I used to go to like 2 or 3 fights a year, wherever.
Right. I remember. You used to watch some of those with your dad when you were younger.
Yeah, back in the early days, UFC literally like 1, 2, and 3. But I and again, I don't like have any trouble with it as a sport. That's totally fine. But you're getting into the weeds of this thing. This isn't just him putting on a fight for everybody. It's him making potentially tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars off of a stock trade that Dana White, the president of UFC, is also in on. It's just another big corruption.
You're right, Crivens.
Big circus. Yeah.
He doesn't actually care about the fight, other than the...
And Big, you actually bring up a good point. Whatever happened to the dude in Minnesota, the one who legit killed people in a home invasion and had a list of Democratic politicians to kill after? That guy disappeared from the news cycle like a fart in the wind. See, that's the thing. Because he was going after Democrats, the news cycle or even the administration themselves do not like to even acknowledge that. Because the only people that matter, and Trump has said this, the only people that matter are the people who are on my side. And that's fucked that a president has the audacity to say shit like that. That's the stuff that, like, I wish people would hold him accountable for, is that shit. Fuck that. That is fucked and that is wrong on a level that it blows my mind that people are just fucking okay with it. It kills me. He just admitted he was guilty and did it because he was an anti-vaxxer, I believe. Really? Distract, deflect, obfuscate is Trump's war cry. Yeah, he just likes to flood the. He basically likes to flood the news with just bullshit because it basically takes the attention off of what is actually happening, which is the robbing and stealing, and no one takes the time to notice that. No one's going, let's ignore this fucking nonsense, right? This bullshit about and I'm going to call it bullshit. It's annoying to me, but like the 250th birthday thing and him, it's just all bullshit. The reality is everyone should just be like, hey, what the fuck are they doing and how can we stop it? That is where my brain goes. How do we fix it? And this is my issue too with all of the news outlets right now and even the independent news folks. They don't focus on any of that stuff. They focus on him dying. I don't care about him dying. All right? He's a fucking asshole. Yes, he's going to die eventually. I need to see his body on a stretcher if I'm going to actually fucking care. That's where I'm at with that. Let's drop that shit. Let's drop he's got a fucking diaper filled with shit all the time. Yeah, okay. It's funny, but it doesn't actually push anything forward. The stuff that we need to be worrying about is how do we fix this and how do we get this shit out of here? He says some insane shit. I will say one of my favorite things to say now is a Trump quote, and I say it to his cultists. Anytime they say some dumb shit, I say, quiet piggy. We have nothing to celebrate. We don't. And that's the reality. Is let him have his little fucking Caligula fucking birthday party. Let him have it. I don't fucking care. He's still a piece of shit. I don't fucking care. We just need to we need to get him out. They need to get everyone in the administration out. Honestly, they need to figure that piece out. And, my brain goes to, well, I hope the midterms go well. I don't think the midterms are going to go well. I am full on fucking in the belief that the midterms are going to benefit the conservatives because they're going to actually find a way either A, to swing the votes, or B, cheat. It'd be like his military parade with Squeaky Tank all over again. Yeah, the one where there was no one there. He was just by himself pretty much.
The optics of him sitting ringside as these guys are knocking
the
shit
shit
out of each other.
Trump shit crazy.
Applaud.
And that's coming up. It's like Sunday night, I think, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's Sunday, is it?
I think
thought it was
might
in July.
Be. Oh, is it in July? I
Yeah.
thought it was coming up. I don't have my phone to Google.
Here,
Let me look.
see. I'm pretty sure it's in July.
I swear I thought I saw on TV it's coming up.
I think it's in conjunction with the event.
What's it called? Are you Googling?
Yeah.
The 14th.
Okay.
Oh, no. The historic UFC Freedom 250 event at the White House is scheduled for Sunday, June 14th. Holy
there
shit.
You go.
Coinciding with Flag Day and President Trump's 80th birthday. The fights will take place on the South Lawn and will be broadcast live starting at 8 p.m.
So that's a week away. A week away, right?
Yeah. Not this coming Sunday, but the next.
That's why that big structure's up. They got to get it up.
Holy shit. Do you think now, let me ask you this.
Jesus.
With regard to the big structure and everything, clearly the fight's going to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just people sitting around it in chairs or whatever. He claimed that because that assassin got into the White House Correspondents'
I agree with that, by the way. I think he's going to either enact, there's been the Project 2025 thing of enacting martial law as a way to control everything. You could see something like that happening. It's already been proven he's corrupt enough, and it's that he's going to change the maps to benefit him. He's going to do all these things. And I'm just really pissed because anytime I think about that shit, I know some places have pushed back on it, don't get me wrong, but that should be the talking point. And that should be the thing that we should be focusing on. Is how the fuck do we fix this shit? This is basically a lie. This is basically stealing. And they're doing it in front of everybody. And it is awful. Dude, I mean, I'm in California and it looks like a state just flipped red and his boy won the race for governor. But I mean, what do people expect? Our choice was NIMBY, like Katie Porter, the billionaire Tom Steyer, or lame ass, how do you do, fellow Latinos, Sarah Dahom? who was bought by PG&E. Lots of non-voters out here. People are over it. Midterms are going to be bleak. Yeah. I think I'm like one of the few, I have not really heard a lot of people being like, hey, we should be worried about this. A lot of people are like, good news. It looks like it's going to go well. Hey, the Dow's over 50,000. I saw it yesterday. It was like dipping. It was dipping really well. It's back up. Oh, I wonder how that happened.
Dinner. He needs his secure ballroom. It's for the security of the president.
Right.
So why do you think he's going to attend this event outside, not in a secure ballroom, if he really needed that security?
Yeah.
I have a question about that.
How are they even going to protect him outside? They won't.
Right. So what I'm getting at is him saying that he needs the secure ballroom because of the assassination attempt at the White. What are you eating?
A Twix? A Twix?
I'm just saying him saying I need
all day.
Okay.
I haven't ate all day.
Little product placement there. Him saying that he needs the White House ballroom for security measures because of the
Chad is missing half his mustache. He actually had cancer on his face, and story goes like he went to the dermatologist. They're like, "Oh, it's just a zit. It'll go away." Well, when he left, it got bigger. They removed it when he went back, and then it came back again, even bigger. And essentially, they're like, "Oh no, you have cancer." And so basically, they had to go through and remove it, and then he went through like a bunch of chemo, and so that part of his face where he's missing, and it goes all the way down, I think to his, like the underside of his cheek, basically was removed, and so he doesn't grow hair there now.
Failed assassination attempt at the White House Correspondents' Center is a fucking
Do
lie.
people do anything possible to stop Dems? They will.
That. I understand what you're trying to tell me.
But you can
It's
see
wild, yeah.
right, that it is very clearly a lie. If he's going to show up to this fucking UFC sitting outside with who knows who's out there.
That big structure going all the way across, though, aren't they going to enclose that?
No. And that's a huge thing that I think Joe Rogan was talking about this, that it's like fighting outside is never good for fighters because it's like whatever the weather is like, there can be bugs, weird lights, whatever. It's never good. And he's like, if they wanted to do this, they should have had it inside somewhere. But Trump is a fucking maniac and is like, no, do it in front of the White House.
So, like, a quick question. I did see that thing about Joe Rogan, but I also saw something about some UFC folks pulling out of the event. Is that true? I saw a headline. I didn't click on it because I really didn't give two shits. But hell, if people are pulling out, that's great. I wonder if there's going to be bets for political assassinations attempts on Kalshi. Really? Everything they have no guardrails. Yeah, they don't. They control everything right now. The Red Hats love it. Yeah. Oh God, did everyone see? I saw some footage and thought it was kind of funny. But Black Crows were performing, I think, last weekend, and basically came out and a bunch of dudes were like chanting "USA, USA" during one of the songs, and they were in the front, and the dude could hear them, and he said, "I don't know." He basically said to the guys, "I don't understand what you have. I don't understand what you're proud of right now," and then went into the next song. And then ranted and basically told these guys, like, I know what's right and I know what's wrong, and you guys are fucking wrong. All right? And a bunch of MAGA fucking people who were there to see the Black Crows fucking just got up and left. And I laughed because I was like, that's pretty fucking good. I'm glad people are pushing back. But then a bunch of the people who were there started doing like TikToks being like, they just went against the United States. I've been listening to Black Crows since 87, blah, 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 blah. I'm never again gonna see them again. I hope they learn their lesson. And it's like, what the fuck is up with people, man? Like, I understand how anyone has any pride in what's like in the United States right now and what's going on. And all I can think of is like, yeah, they like the fact that shit is fucked. They like it. I think they revel in it because something freedom. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder who is guiding him in these decisions.
Money. It's only money. All of these things. When he says like, "Oh,
the
we
Sting
should
singer
have UFC at the
who
White House,"
just learned.
You know what? I'll buy UFC stock. Everything he does.
Oh yeah, "Learn Born in the USA" is a protest song. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, by the way, is so anti-Trump. It's funny. Finally acceptable to say you want others to suffer out loud now. They don't have to hide. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the Circle Jerks one, by the way. That one was pretty good. That guy, then he had a record he was trying to get the guy to sign, and then when he, the lead singer of the Circle Jerks started fucking talking shit about Trump, the guy fucking lost it, and then a brawl ensued. Someone in the band grabbed the record out of the guy's hand and then chunked it into the audience. Pretty good. Can't imagine being MAGA and thinking you'd be welcome to a punk show. 100%, especially old punks like the Circle Jerks. Circle Jerks, yeah, the dude, fucking, like, I think you're completely fucking brain dead if you're gonna go to a punk show, especially a punk band like that, and expect to hear pro-Trump propaganda or no anti-Trump shit. Like, I don't know. What machine did they think they were raging against? The fax machine. That's the funny thing too, is like when people find out on the right that Rage Against the Machine is completely diametrically opposed to what they are like about. Like, I wonder what makes them go, like, if they're like, oh, I still like the music, I'm still gonna listen to it. I mean, has he come out and said anything? Zach De La Rosa? Has he? In like the recent years? Maybe he's for what we do. I think that's the thing that goes through their head. I see it on Instagram all the time. Punk is apolitical. And it's like, just like, brother, what? Yeah. No. That's the crazy thing. Like, I don't understand. Especially you're going to a punk show. I don't understand the people who are like, I just came here for the music, man. There's a part of me, let me be honest with you. There's a part of me that looks at the Black Crowes and goes, I understand the people there who are like, it's supposed to be apolitical, but we're in a time right now where if you are not going to address what's actually happening and you have a bunch of fucking dumb MAGA like idiots in your crowd, I would feel phony personally if I was just like, yeah, I'm apolitical, whatever. No, I would feel phony. Conservatism consists of exactly one proposition. Yeah, we were. Yeah, you brought that on earlier, which is crazy. There's been a whole moment recently over here in England with conservative far right getting upset that they don't feel welcome at punk shows. The tolerance fallacy consistently. Yeah, it's so. So here's the thing. They also barred fucking Hassan Piker from going over to the UK, which is crazy. Trump plays Fortunate Son during his big bad birthday celebration last year. Irony at its sights, 100% on that one too. Me and my friends used to drive down to Huntington Beach specifically to go to punk shows we'd know boneheads would be at, just so we could beat the shit out of them, goofballs. That's the thing, man. And I know there's another part of the punk spectrum that does lean into the white nationalist movement, but those guys typically, I think if they ever clash with the other punks, they get the shit beat out of them.
Grift. He is stealing money from all of us illegally, doing insider trading. Just fucking out in the open now.
But yeah, his visa was denied. Super niche part of punk, and we don't claim them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I do love Green Room. That fucking movie's great. ETA revoked. Yeah. And Israel, he called him out. He's like, yeah, Israel's behind this. Is cognitive dissonance? It is.
He's doing shit about it.
We'll see. We'll see if that's enclosed for security.
It's not going to
be enclosed.
No, they've already said it's not. That structure they're building is to basically like put the lights on. So the lights will shine down into the ring. Will be like in the middle of it, the octagon.
It will be interesting.
Yeah, shit, I didn't realize it's coming up in a week and a half. Oh my God.
I saw it on TV today when I was watching TV a little bit.
Do you think there will be another assassination attempt at the event?
I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
Could be. Oh, that's not nice.
I didn't say.
Okay. This is the stuff that pushes against Mary Lou. He should avoid saying it. Mary Lou being so ignorant and being like, we'll see. When they've already said it's first open door. Open air outdoor UFC event in like 20 years. I can't with her. Yeah, so I saw one of the outdoor events they used to hold back in like the day, and it looked miserable. Mary Lou showing off that mouth game with that Twigs. I see you, girl. Jesus, damn. Mary Lou is starting to come around. You know, I say that to myself every once in a while when watching it and watching the show, and then she has this like just reversal that happens like literally the next episode. It always just like it's whiplash. It's whiplash me. There's footage of an old King of the Gauge, I think, where it's literally pouring rain the whole time. 12 out of 10. I'm gonna have to check that one
Where I
down.
was going with that. I just
That's
said
not
fingers
nice.
crossed. Just said fingers crossed. Didn't say which
Okay.
way.
Just
All
like the
I
soul
have
of
one more
Bob.
clip for you. This is
real reason he's
Marco
gone?
Rubio lying
Damn.
his fucking ass off about Trump falling asleep. Here we go.
And what American
We're off the
farmers grow
outdoors.
and
They were a
produce
nightmare.
has a
Yeah.
fair shot to be sold around the world. On issue after issue, that's been the case. You talk about foreign aid reforms. This is not our money.
Okay, this is the clip of Trump falling asleep. I have a video that I have like partially like worked on that is Trump nodding off and then having a dream. It didn't work, but I thought it was kind of a funny idea. And he was meeting Jeffrey Epstein in heaven in his dream. But one day, I'll figure it out. I don't think she'll ever change her mind. I don't think so either. I think it's done. That is a good idea. I actually started it, and let me just say this. This is back when I first started the channel or started doing these edits, and I maybe wasn't equipped enough or had the knowledge to do it. I think I can do it now, though. Yeah, Punk has always been political. Yeah. He was meeting Jeffrey Epstein in heaven. Well, I see more than a few issues with that. But the thing is, he was dreaming. He was nodding off. So this is in his head. He thinks he's going to heaven. He's not going to heaven. SNL did the Trump dream sequence with Epstein. Just a heads up. Oh, come on. I don't watch SNL anymore. I don't watch it. I don't watch it. And I actually had to explain this to someone recently in my real life. I was like, yeah, after they had Trump on, I never felt comfortable sitting down and watching that show because they boosted Trump. I hate to say it. Yeah, they are like, oh yeah, like, hey, he's a funny guy. We can have him on. And this is during the election, the first election he was in, and they had him on. And I was like, after that, I was like, I can't watch this shit. This is awful. I stomped neo-Nazi skinheads and got stomped by at punk shows in the late 80s. Fuck yeah. But yeah, man, that sucks. Well,
Money. This is taxpayer money.
shit.
Secretary
I'll have to drop it.
Have you been at more than one meeting where President Trump has fallen asleep?
That's false. That's false. I've never seen him fall asleep. On the contrary, the guy doesn't sleep, which is a big problem.
Really?
Because he calls me at 2 a.m, he calls me at 5 a.m, and I like to sleep a little bit, maybe not 12 hours, but at least 6. So he works. The other day he was at the Oval Office until 12:30 p.m.
Wait, did he say? Wait, hold on. I have to go back. Did he say he sleeps 12
He
hours?
calls me at 5 a.m, and I like to sleep a little bit, maybe not 12 hours or.
Oh,
at
okay,
least
not
6.
12 hours.
So he works. The other day he was at the Oval Office
Okay.
until
Secretary Rubio.
12:30 p.m. 12:30 a.m. I don't know what you're talking about.
Secretary Rubio, I'm going to show you in a moment a video that shows you just lied to Congress.
Oh, okay.
So this is a video of a cabinet meeting literally from last
You
month
just lied.
where Donald Trump
Yeah.
is sleeping while you're talking. Please show this video.
A coalition of countries that line up behind the peace deal, behind the border peace, and it's still every day is a challenge. But it's been driven personally by the president. It's the reason why we're involved in this whole Ukraine-Russia conflict. That's not our war. It's not the president's war. This war started. It never would have happened if you'd been president. But this war is going on, and the president is trying to end it.
You are literally talking about issues of war and peace, and Donald Trump is.
Okay, here's the technicality, and I'm gonna just say it. The technicality is he was just resting his fucking eyes. That's what they're gonna say. I don't know if I hate Trump or sycophants like Rubio more. Look, I think we can all hate both. I think the people who are literally fucking Cheeto dusting their fucking mouth by gobbling Trump's dick. I don't know. He was blinking. They're all fucking they're opportunists and they're fucking they have no soul.
Sleeping right next to you.
No, he's not.
If Donald Trump cannot stay awake at these important meetings where the cameras are rolling.
Both suck, yeah.
Imagine what he's like when the cameras are not there. So I'm going to ask you, have you been at classified meetings where Donald Trump has fallen asleep or had trouble staying awake?
I've never been in any meeting where, and the things you're showing me now, he was not falling asleep. And I think
so
it's
you're
outrageous
lying
that I'm before the
again.
Foreign
You're
Affairs Committee
lying
of the United States
consistently
House of Representatives
to
asking questions about
Congress.
sleep.
You're
This is
lying
a
to
joke.
Congress, Secretary Rubio. So I'm going to show you another video in a moment.
How long do you till she says Biden? Take your bets. I'm gonna give it 3 minutes. He's a deep thinker. Chill the fuck out. Yeah, he's just ruminating. He was checking out the inside of his eyelids 100%. And yes, I agree with you, Sean. I have enough hate in my heart for everyone.
The president's inability to stay awake on the job has caused other countries to perceive him differently. They mock him. They see he is weak and he is feeble.
Okay, so there's Marco Rubio shown a video of Trump sleeping next to him, and then he says he wasn't asleep. Why do you think these Republicans, like, do you think Trump has blackmail on Rubio? Why is he just like, we all see the video, and he's openly lying about it?
No, he's just loyal. The way there were loyal people around Biden.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
That took over for him, including his wife. And they said that his mental decline was no big deal when it
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
was, and we all
Quick,
know
bring up
that.
the emails.
He didn't walk. He was asleep a lot too.
But
But
then
there, he had his loyal people around him too.
But remember when he had the debate against Trump and it was clear something was wrong?
Yes.
Within a couple of days, he pulled out because we all saw it. It could no longer be denied. We all saw it. And even the Democratic Party was like, fuck this. We got to get this guy out of here. With Trump, it's different. We are all watching him fall asleep in all of these meetings. Rubio's sitting right next to him in that fucking video and lying directly to Congress, saying, no, he wasn't asleep. We see it. He's asleep.
Remember when we were all 5 years old and we learned 2 wrongs don't make a right? Yeah. I mean, you know, we used to learn shit like that growing up. Deny the evidence of your eyes. Yeah. I mean, this is why it's a cult. This is why these people fucking look, you have to lie to yourself to be able to accept this. That is the reality right now. Catholics believe you can't go to heaven if you have hate in your heart. Yes, y'all know where I'm going. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, look, at this point, we should be mad. We should have hate towards this. This is bullshit. You don't have to if you're asleep. Yeah. Or blinking or resting. Yeah. Hey, 3 rights make a left. Finger gun emoji.
He fucking jolts awake.
I think both ways. It was people were around.
Consensus is power. They have to move in unison at this critical point, critical moment. This is why. This is the fascinating thing about the right, and I'm even going to call like even the people who are independent, leaning right. They have a tendency to overlook all of the negative bullshit about the person that they voted for and root them on. And the only time they'll ever talk bad about them is a decade later when they're like, yeah, they weren't that good. I have a parent who during the years Bush was in office was like, he's doing a great job. I love it. He's doing a great job. And then 5 years, I think it was like, no, actually 10 years later, I asked him, I was like, so what do you think about Bush now? And they were like, yeah, one of the worst presidents we ever had. I was like, see, during the point in time, the pivotal moments, they'll sit there and just gobble the nuts of these motherfuckers up.
That were around Biden, and now they're around Trump. They protect him till the very end.
But what are your thoughts on that? You think he's asleep in that video?
I see him slowing down a lot more. I do. I see the decline. I do.
Right. But do you see him falling asleep in these videos?
That one was hard. I got my glasses on and I looked up close. I have
He
seen him
literally
once.
is like hunched over like this, and then
I'm going to share something. I sent Chad an email with all of the times that Trump was asleep. It's actually I took it from the video where basically it was just kind of answering some of these things that Mary Lou has said and showing like essentially like, hey, no, Trump has slept a hell of a lot more than Biden ever has. Literally, like since Mitch McConnell announced he's ready for the grave in retiring, he's becoming slightly more moderate and not being as KKK as he usually used to be. The thing is, I think the reality is, I think he's just propped up at this point. This motherfucker is just there. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't care if he's asleep. Of course he's asleep. He stayed up till 4 a.m. shit posting on Truth Social every night. Yeah. Yeah. Like hundreds and hundreds of Truth Social posts at night is crazy work. And we all know he's the mouthpiece and not the shot caller. So asleep or awake makes no real fucking difference to me. It's comparable to the pants shooting for me. Yeah. I'm with you. I think these are all like little things that we can all laugh about and be like, ha ha ha, look, he's shitting his pants, he's always asleep. The reality is he's still in office. He's still doing these things. No one's asking for, what is it, the 27th Amendment or 25th? I can't remember. No one's asking for that. No one is pushing that thing forward. They're like, nope, he's doing great. And we're all here going, okay, well, fuck. Truth translates to pravda in Russian.
I know.
He wakes up in the middle of the thing. So you're
Kinda
saying
like
you're
Providence,
seeing him
right?
decline. Do you think that's a good person to have as president?
He has people around him that are telling him also things.
The people around him are like
guiding him.
Bill Pulte, the new Secretary of National Intelligence.
Vance is there.
State
Rubio is
Pravda
there.
was Russian
He's
state
got
propaganda.
strong people around him.
Fascinating. I'm gonna add that to my things to check out.
Rubio is lying to Congress. You just saw that.
Well,
Vance is a fucking idiot who will go whichever way the wind blows.
Okay.
He doesn't have strong people around him. He has very weak people around him who will do whatever he wants.
Wow.
I don't quite see it that way.
Yeah, sorry. So Gemini says here, the Soviet era, 1912. By the way, did not type this into Gemini. Gemini is just the first thing that pops up. Yeah, Soviet era, 1912 to 1991. Founded by the Bolshevik leaders, including Vladimir Lenin. Pravda controlled the narrative within the USSR. Hell yeah. Wait, did you see one of the January 6 cats was just hired for a counterterrorism post at the Pentagon? Oh, fuck me. And that's the other thing, too. Like, no one is hitting these guys with the January 6 shit, being like, Trump was fucking the president during January 6th. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why were we pushing this narrative about the feds being in the mix on that? Like, he had control of all this shit.
Okay. Well, that was the last clip
garbage.
I had.
Okay. That was a real zinger.
You did say you can see him declining.
I see him getting more
That's a
tired
zinger.
as he's getting
More
older.
tired. He's asleep in
We all
these
get
videos.
tired. We all get a little tired as we get older,
But
believe
you
me.
you always throw back to Joe Biden. Remember back to Joe Biden, how you felt about him when he started to show
Yeah.
signs of mental decline.
I
You
thought
said,
he
get
should
him
not,
the fuck out of there,
he
right?
should not be our president at that time.
Okay.
But they
Now-
could have
Yeah.
they could have pulled the, what is it called, the 25th or whatever, and they didn't.
Sure. Right. But
They
I'm
can
saying
do that on Trump too.
I'm not talking about what they're going to do. I'm talking about
Yeah.
your feelings on it. With Biden, you felt like he shouldn't be president when you saw
Right.
significant signs of mental decline. You're seeing that now with Trump. Do you
I
think
think
Okay, you can see the blinking, right? Like, she's being peppered with information, and then immediately she's like, it's like, I don't want to accept this right now.
he should be president?
I think I saw with Biden a lot more. Falling
Mhm.
all over the place, not being able to get up.
What? Okay. I'm going to say something about Biden, and this is one of the only nice things I'll say about Biden. For a fucking, what is he, like, he was 79, 78 in office, right? That motherfucker was riding bikes and shit. The only time I saw him fall was going up the stairs. And yeah, he got up, though. That's the thing. This motherfucker was on a bike, riding a bike, fell off, then got up and then rode away. I was like, that's fucking baller, all right? We get to see the process. Yay. Hey, what's up, Laura? I saw that motherfucker literally run after an ice cream truck. Me too. That's the stuff that I'm like, I always, anytime I hear someone bring that up about Biden, I'm like, look, dude, I don't fucking care. I've seen the dude run. Whatever you're saying does not make sense to me. No, I'm sure he's a hold a glass of water. I've seen him just shake. Oh yeah, no. Also, that bottle when he lifted it up to his fucking mouth like this. Oh god, that's my favorite one too. First, we had to have Congress. The chesticles count? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. I think I missed it here. First, we have to have a Congress that has bigger balls than I do before the 25th is invoked. Yeah. We're gonna need some chesticles too. They both are old as dirt, but Joe's in pretty good shape. Even with cancer, he's in pretty good shape. Donald hasn't been in good shape for at least 25 years, maybe 30. I think since the spike went in his butt, allegedly. I think that's when it stopped. I think that's when he stopped being okay. Trump is in his bag. Yeah, okay.
Not being seen in public for long periods of time.
Trump is doing that right now.
I see Trump in the news all the time.
No, he hasn't been seen in public in like 6 days since he went to the hospital.
Until today.
That was for like a checkup on his teeth or something, they said.
Right. So they said.
The Spike story, I have no idea. God, what was the person who came forward with that? That got like memory hold for I think everyone. Yeah, I think basically that came out, that became like a big talking point, and then essentially just disappeared. I haven't heard anything about it. There was supposed to be more proof that was supposed to come out. You know, I'll be honest with you. It's a fascinating kind of like thing to hear and see. Sasha, thank you. And their story sounds terrible. You know, I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. But if it's true, it is a fucked life to have to live through, and feel bad for them. I mean, there's a lot of evidence pointing towards some of this stuff being very real. So I don't know. Let's see Trump ride a bike. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that happening. I mean, to be fair, if I got a spike with a tent pole in my day, my days at the gym would probably be done too. Yeah, 100%. But I don't think Trump has ever been to a gym. You know, the other thing too that always pops up in my head is I've never seen Trump laugh, like at all. And I'm pretty sure there is footage of him out there, but I cannot think of a time that I've seen this guy genuinely laugh. And that to me is terrifying, because Trump would dodge the bike because bones burst. Exactly. Trump doesn't ride bikes. He only rides in cars. He loves Tesla. He laughed at the handicap reporter. Did he though? I thought he did the thing, and then that was, you know, he had a big smirk on his face. But I cannot. Well, I mean, and if he did, then that kind of also just shows you who he is as a person. He would laugh on The View with his daughter. Maybe that's. But yeah, he was also laughing because he was thinking, I've got a zinger. I love her. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd date her. You know, something like that. Melania is big on the Eastern European stoicism. She has been training Barron never to smile. Yeah, you know, you're probably right. Also, I don't know what he's got. I don't know. I mean, he's probably got a great life. I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine if my dad was Trump, I'd just be like, fucking get me the fuck out of here. He probably smiled when he made all that money, right? Allegedly. Made all that money. I've never seen him genuinely laugh, like a belly laugh, like a caught by surprise, holy shit, what a good one. I might piss a little sort of laugh. And that's weird. That's what I'm talking about. It's a be serious all the time approach. I've never seen this dude truly, like, you know, the eye smile, the, you know, the guffaw. I've never seen it. And it's the one thing that I always like think about. It's like the one thought I tend to focus on, and I don't get it. I don't know why it's my obsession right now.
But he hasn't been seen in public since then.
As someone who does not laugh easily,
Time will tell.
it takes me a lot to laugh.
Yeah.
Like really
But
hard.
I'm asking you your thoughts on this.
Yeah, he's getting older. I do see some of it. Yes, I
Okay.
do. Yeah, I
What's
do.
wrong with that boy?
But you still think he should be president, whereas with Biden, you didn't.
At this point in time, yes, I think he's.
The one thing that if I was, asked to be, like ask her some questions like directly, it would be, hey, can you explain to me why you don't say my president about Biden, but you'll say it about Trump, and then you'll chastise everyone being like, it's your president too. But when Biden was in office, you're like, this motherfucker, no, Trump is still my president. He is still running things. She went down that rabbit hole. I've gone through so much old footage of her, and the vile nature at which she talked about Biden actually doesn't even rival anything Haley and Chad have said. It actually is 30 times worse. I nearly believe he's genetically engineered with that height. Yes, I'm talking Gattaca conspiracy I indulge. I think it's actually true. Because I don't think, look, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Well, let me take that back. He did sleep with Stormy Daniels. I was saying, I don't think he actually sleeps with, has normal sex. She has to support Trump as her president, not the case for Biden. Yeah. The Queen, he always had a huge smile. Now with King Charles, he wants to be royalty so bad. Yeah. He's envious of that. Mary Lou was given permission to diss Biden. The other thing too is she always throws you guys like Biden a lot in their faces, and they're like, no, we didn't. That's always something too that I say to people who are like, didn't you like Biden? I was like, I voted for him, but at this point I have to vote for the Democratic Party because I really, 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 really fucking despise the conservatives. But was Biden great? No, by all means, no.
He's okay.
All right. Well, that wraps up our Wednesday show. Thank you, Mom, for joining
Oh,
me.
it's got 4 minutes.
Okay. I really do feel like every episode you're getting closer and closer. Every time we have these conversations and I'm showing you videos or whatever we're talking about, you seem to be more against Trump, more against the decisions he's making. All three of the things I showed you today. You said you saw a decline in Trump when I showed you the Sleepy video. You said you didn't like the White House, how it looks now with the big UFC arena and the giant fucking hole next to it. And you don't like his new head of national intelligence.
If I would have had more time today, which I didn't, and I'll tell the viewers why in a minute, but I would have Googled, what did Trump do good today? I'm going to try to find that next time I'll Google.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and tell everybody what we've been doing. Bob's been gallivanting a little bit. We didn't want to, but we had to. He had...
Gallivanting? You mean that he had to go to the doctor? That's not gallivanting. That's getting some help. Yeah. Okay, hold on here. Trump loves the trappings of pre-revolution French aristocracy. Yes, he does. I would take Biden back in a heartbeat. I voted for him for one reason only. Me too. I would have had more time today. I would have consumed more Trump propaganda. Yeah, she would have sat down and watched Newsmax. That is literally her channel of choice at this point. I know a lot of people are like, she needs to stop watching Fox News. I'm like, no. The reality is she just watches Newsmax. That is her lane. Everything is gallivanting. Haley went to the ER and that was gallivanting. That's a phrase that anytime I hear it, I'm like, so someone just left their house? Okay, cool. Neato, ma'am.
I had to take him to the ER. He had a urinary tract infection that we didn't know. And he became a little crazy. So we got that cleaned up. We got our meds and we're back home now.
Later on, I think.
And he just got home about 2 hours ago.
I'm going to gallivant my ass down to the mailbox.
So he's in the other room eating his shrimp and being good.
Oh my God. He was acting crazy. I mean, probably because he fucking had a goddamn urinary tract infection. Jesus. And Mel's emotional connection to Trump is loyalty. She values loyalty. He learned to make excuses for bad behavior for Bob. She does the same for Trump. Ah, crap. I got to gallivant the trash out today. Me too. I'm going to just start using that as a euphemism from I got to leave and go take care of something. I'm going to go gallivant. Oh, where are you going? Oh, just down to the corner store. I need to get some milk. Gallivanting to get some milk. Mary's old man had a UTI. What kind of stinky shit does that she have old boy doing? That's the other question. Is it's very difficult for a man to get a UTI.
And yeah. And thanks for all the DMs. They're still coming in all over. And I tell him you got to get stronger so you can.
So, I mean, unless maybe a catheter, guaranteed Bob isn't showering early. Probably that. I wonder if he's got like a catheter though situation.
Get back on, and he said he will.
Could be from that.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We will be back on Sunday with another episode. I think Haley is back by then.
Haley needs to pull her weight. She will be back on Sunday.
As a nurse, seniors often act weird as fuck when they get a UTI. It's often the first symptom. Weird as fuck.
Pull her weight.
She's been gallivanting way too long now.
So I think it'll
Okay.
be the three of us on Sunday. And then, Jesus, I did not realize only a week from that Sunday, the UFC
Yes.
from the White House is going to be happening.
You think we could watch that together and give comments or not? Would that be too hard? Probably be too hard.
We couldn't. I don't think we can broadcast a UFC on our channel. I
Oh.
think
No,
that's
they would get
Well,
they
we
would
can
get
talk about it after.
taken down.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it. And
Oh,
who
one
knows
thing
what's gonna happen.
tonight too is the big basketball game in New York. You know,
Hunter versus Bob and Mary Lou in the White House octagon. That would be pretty good. I'd watch that. Hunter's got that. All right, this is a joke. I'm gonna say it. Hunter's got that crackhead strength though. He would take them both out easily. No, but seriously though, I want to say this about Hunter Biden. I know people people are talking about him running as president. I think that'd be a terrible fucking idea. Terrible idea.
Yep, Spurs versus
and-
the Knicks.
yeah, and they were saying tickets just to walk through the front door, just to go in, are $4,000 each.
Are there any Democrats you like? There are a few that I like, but just curious if you had any who you could see in higher positions if they win and back in office in 2028. My normie, I'll be honest with you, my normie sort of like mindset goes to, well, Talarico is a good step in the right direction and would probably be a great progressive candidate. Zoran I like quite a bit too, but he can't run and be a president. But I would like him to be something a little bit more than what he currently is. I used to like AOC quite a bit. There's some stuff going on with AOC that kind of, I don't know if she's ready to run as president, and I'm concerned that she's going to be smeared pretty hardcore if she tries to run. Maduro versus Trump in the octagon. They have him hidden somewhere. They do. Probably he's hanging out with him. It's funny as fuck. The Coke in the White House couldn't have been mine. I'd never have left it behind. That is. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was the best retort he could have given anyone, and I love it. I know he's got the support, but is Red Texas really gonna give Talarico a chance? Look, I'll say this, Craig. I think there is a growing part of I think Texas is currently purple more than anything else. I mean, we've been leaning really hard into voting in a lot of progressive candidates, and I think Talarico speaks to a segment of the right, and I'm talking evangelicals, that actually might pull a lot of people away. He is a very, let me say this, he wields the words of the Bible pretty well, and I think he can convince people. Now, my theory is that he probably won't win, and it's probably going to be due to election meddling. Is crazy as fuck people ready for a woman president? Most of us are, but that's the other thing. And fuck AOCIA. I need to hit you up about the AOC stuff because I haven't read anything on her backstory or the stuff that's been going on lately with her. I know she was a bartender, but outside of that, I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. The bigger question is, do we think people are ready for a woman president? I personally, I am. I don't think, I think there's a lot of sexism in play, and I don't think that would happen, especially someone who is not, I'm going to say it and just be very frank, white presenting. Yeah, I'm still amazed the black guy got voted in. I think we were at I think people were so done with fucking Bush that they would have voted for anyone. And I'm, as much as I have to say about Obama, like at the time I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. He did some terrible things, and I fucking don't like it. I think he's an interesting guy to like talk, like hear him talk. Do I like him as a president? I don't like anyone who's been a president, to be honest with you. Bush people gave us Trump. They should have zero credibility at this point. Did the Bush people really give us Trump? I think there was a growing portion of the Republican Party that just did not want to vote after Bush. And I think after Obama got voted in, because I think they thought McCain might have gotten voted in. And wait, was McCain first or second? I can't because I know the Binderful Women dude was. I fucking hate him too, and that's why I don't know his name. I like Obama, like Dijon on his hot dogs. That's I think he's an interesting guy. I am too. But when Kamala ran, the big thing I heard the most of all was she's not Mitt Romney. Thank you. Fucking hate him. He's a fucking pile of shit. But here I'm going to give him some credit. I think his state has some form of universal health care. McCain, then Romney. Yeah. That's because I was right. I was like, fucking Parasailing was running along with him. And that was always so fun to watch. I was terrified of her being vice president. Okay, when Kamala ran, she was not only was she a woman, she was not white. That was the big thing. I think there's an inherent there's racism and there is sexism involved with, I think, voting in a woman. McCain, Palin, yeah, Romney, Ryan, dude. Palin was proto MAGA. Yeah, I think she helped kind of set off the Tea Party.
Each ticket, and yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. They're both really good teams, and you have in Victor Wembanyama maybe the greatest basketball player that possibly could ever live.
I know.
Anything about basketball at the moment.
It. Your dad's going to be watching it.
Oh God, I wish I could watch.
At least if Palin would have won, we could have had a MILF president, man. Would have had that going for us. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's something about dumb people that I go, ugh, that is very unattractive. McCain was the last real Republican that ran. Romney was a libertarian. Romney, I'll be honest with you, Mitt Romney. Here's the thing. He always came off as just so out of touch with like what is going on with like people in general. Also, I think he had a lot of ties to the is it Mormon church? I can't remember. Or he was a pancake. Whatever he needed to say at the moment, he would believe. Exactly. I agree with you on that. I just picture Tina Fey when someone mentions Sarah Palin. Yeah. Honestly, that's how I would like to remember Sarah Palin at this point. It's just Tina Fey.
Watch it, but instead I'll be watching Love Island episode 2. It just started last night. That also reminds me, I must say, our lives on Sundays are going to shift times. They will probably likely shift to 4 p.m. PST for the duration of Love Island, which is about another 6 weeks, so that I can do my other podcast about reality TV as well.
What time is that for me?
What do you mean?
Be 6, probably.
Sunday Night Live. What time is that for me?
Be 6 p.m. for you.
Yep. Oh, okay. I could probably do some of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll be back this Sunday with another episode, another live. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Mom, for doing this. You're getting very close.
I love you, Chad. Love you, Haley.
Tell Dad I love him also.
I'll tell him.
All
right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, look, the majority report's on here. All right. So let me just go ahead and just swap over to here. Soap operas and reality TV should be banned. I agree with you. I don't share the love of reality TV that Chad has, but you know, he has said it a few times. Like reality TV is like literally what ushered in the current change in the political environment, and I agree. That's part of the reason why like I have a hard time like looking at reality TV and being like, "Yeah, I'm okay with this," because I'm not. It doesn't feel first of all, it feels scripted, and second of all, it's designed to make people sit and watch it. It's not fun to me. I'm a sucker for reality TV when it comes to competitive cooking TV shows. I think look, I'll be honest with you. Competitive cooking is, in my opinion, not really like that bad because it is entertainment. Like it's a 30 minutes to an hour thing and it's done. It's like self-contained. You can jump around. You don't have to know like the backstory, of, Sarah, who has never seen the guy that she is currently in love with. And you're like, oh shit, okay, now I have to watch this fan-fucking-tastic. And then you go 15 hours into it and you're like, fuck. What have I done with my life? I'm already having that problem with YouTube as it is, because like I sit there and just watch nothing but YouTube, and I really would like to watch movies instead. Love Lego Masters Australia. US1 sucks. I didn't even know there's a Lego TV like reality show. That's crazy. I mean, I probably watch that too. I think competition shows I'm a little bit like okay with. It's the reality TV like almost said Love Actually, which is actually a movie. But like 90 Day Fiance. I've watched a bunch of that and I refuse to watch it now because it is a waste of time, and the people on there are just atrociously like awful. They're like terrible people. I also heard they don't get paid a ton, which is kind of funny and kind of nice at the same time. All right. Let's see. We're gonna talk about the minifig stuff too a little bit. So let me pull up Reckless Ben's like newest video. You don't know what's going on with that. It's pretty crazy, but essentially, Reckless Ben has been trying to get back these Legos for a basically a son tried to sell his dad's Lego collection, and it was worth about $200,000. I don't know exactly how much it's truly worth. But the good news is that they did raise the money through GoFundMe, and the only problem right now is that the Utah Police Department is basically trying to pin charges onto Ben. Now, they've dropped the warrants for his arrest in both, I believe, California and Utah, but it's still crazy. But yesterday actually evening, and Colin, if Colin's still in chat, Colin has been emailing me this information. Someone got a hold of essentially the unredacted police videos, and in particular the ones that involve one of the owners who is trying to push for Ben and his associates to be arrested, and to be arrested for a long time. Like they're trying to get him on stalking charges and shit. But that's where we're at right now. Ben is actually in Mexico too. So that's the other weird part about it. I watched the response earlier today, and yeah. Oh, by the way, thanks for doing what you're doing. Thank you, Crivens. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. That's really sweet of you. Yeah, I like doing this whole thing. If you know anything about me, in my previous life, I used to play video games quite a bit. I haven't really shared this, like, why I haven't played video games lately, but I suffer from something called simulator sickness. So as I've aged, and in particular the last like year and a half, 2 years, it's actually become really hard for me to play any video game that is in a 3D environment. I started playing Resident Evil, the newest one, and I have to go through that piece by piece. Dude, the whole Lego thing is nuts. Yeah. And long live Big Ed. Jesus Christ. Big Ed, by the way, has officially been, I think, nuked. He's not going to ever be on a 90 Day Fiance thing, is what I saw something about it. But yeah, so I don't play video games pretty much anymore. I play Magic Arena sometimes on Twitch, but usually it's just me just staring and hanging out, playing some card game. I've been doing that privately. And the other thing too, I don't want to be accused of being like, you know, like, oh yeah, do you do magic content because of the chat? No, I've been doing magic content for a very, 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 I would say like almost 2 years now. And it is like one of those things where it's all like, yeah, so I don't tell people I have like a YouTube channel that has like magic box opening shit, because I'm like, I don't want to be just accused of that shit. But anyway, let's go back to the Lego thing here. So I have the video of Reckless Ben here. Ben should have trolled them, but that's not illegal. Shouldn't have trolled them. That's not illegal. Josh wasn't scared of him, just annoyed and angry. Glad to see Ben on the Civil Rights Lawyer channel. Yeah, I saw that the other day too. I think the only thing I have to say about Ben in general is that he plays very loose with the way he trolls, which is, in my opinion, is fine. Like, I think, you know, it is exposing how these, I'm going to say it, how these idiots and how people of this type of who come from this place of like this Mormon background, they're all fucking, they have no idea when someone's making them the butt of the joke, and they take it as basically an affront to them. And so this is what this guy's doing. I also think this dude is just trying to muddy the waters just so they can weasel out of paying this guy for the Legos, which now they'll be paying Ben for the Legos, because I believe Ben now technically, once the GoFundMe is in Brian's hands, will officially own the Legos, is what he has said. But
American Fork Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department.
And I want to point this out. This video of this police officer is so low. In the original one, he's boosted it here. It sounds like this guy was talking. And it was so bad. It was so bad.
I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos?
So I have a question, and I don't know if Colin is in here and can answer this, but have they come forward and actually figured out if someone, like the homeowner of this Airbnb, actually called the police about the stolen Legos?
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the Legos when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos? When I requested the body cam footage of this to try.
That's the story they're pumping out. Yeah, I know it's probably BS, but the angle that I would be going, and I know they're filing reports to try and pull all this information, but I'd be like, can I get the phone call of the accusation? Because that's what I would want to hear. I want to know about that. Because if there is no phone call and this came from the police department, that is insanity. That should be illegal, in my opinion.
Try to find the answers myself.
It probably isn't, because
everything.
Typically cops have some form of immunity when it comes to prosecution here.
And they claimed it was to protect the victims. However, one of my friends set up a GoPro as we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all of the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone.
Yeah, I mean, as we get through this video, it is pretty damning. I have a couple of things I that I kind of worry about with this whole case that might like, and someone smarter than me will have to chime in and be like, yeah, that's nothing to worry about. But there's a couple of things like with serving the subpoena and the way that they served it that is kind of muddy. And I'm curious to see if they're going to be like, okay, like I'll just jump ahead real quick. Ben says like he doesn't know the person that was serving the subpoena, and like they're not part of the crew, they're not involved. But there's like a lot of footage of them with that person. Now, is that footage after the fact or what? Because I'm always confused on the timeline.
The only reason I know about it is because the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
Oh yeah, how can we trust the local police that lie regularly? We can't. And that's the reality of this is like, I know I'm asking a question about like what Ben's doing here, but the reality is this: when you go through all of this extra footage, especially the unredacted stuff, it does appear that it appears that there is some sort of conspiracy here, and I don't even think you can call it conspiracy. There is proof that legitimately these guys are doing these things to be harmful and to try and get and silence Ben and basically prevent him from getting this money back. Like they're doing it on purpose.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations.
Oh, actually, this is not even the one I want. This is not even the right video. The right video is this one.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got.
And by the way, I think Colin, who was in here, is one of the people who actually tracked down some of this footage.
With the redactions in. And this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
Jail. I understand. This ends today. I know. We're talking more.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me. But the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh knows that if he goes to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
Yeah. So yeah, this whole section is so wild to see. Like it's insane. I don't understand the mindset of the police going forward, because it feels like look, I'll be honest with you. I understand why they redacted what they redacted, because it's incriminating. I don't know how you request the footage. They're Mormon. I mean, yeah, they are. They're all in on it. They're all friends with this dude. Dude is the Mormon in their church. Yeah, and Ben said that too in the last one of the other videos. And like they're all interconnected. Like they all go to the same church essentially.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were going to shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away.
Okay, well that's a lie, and I know he's going to say this, but God, man, this is my issue with this type of like situation and it going to the police. Like you really have to have people who are, first of all, not biased. This is why we need to like just really like we need to go through and fix how this, how the system works, especially with police and all that stuff, because it feels like they can arrest you for fucking anything, and they can do it with abandon because there's no one's holding them accountable. All the corruption in convicted police departments across the entire USA, so many examples. We need reform. Me and you are on the same page here. Yeah, 100%.
Josh is lying
It's
to
bad.
the police, which
This is
we
awful.
can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager.
And that right there is so fucking bad. Like that is like that. This is fucking crazy. Baltimore PD tow yard team. Yeah. Saying that he's like, yeah, he wants to murder the owner of that shop. Fucking crazy.
We have to serve him legal papers.
She is a process server and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
Get the papers.
Have you
papers. They're fake. Go get the papers.
Okay. You're okay if I bring those over to you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're fake.
You got the see those papers? Yeah. So this is
New Orleans, LA, Danziger Bridge? Or Louisiana? Yeah.
I wish we could just send him a phone call.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
Send it to him, but this is what we're required to do from the United States court.
I knew about the tow yards.
The instructions of the government. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it, but we're showing him like we're not going to let him get away with his crime. So. Okay. Are you okay if I give these papers to him?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service from him.
Okay. And here is where, in my personal opinion, if I was a police officer, this is where this guy fucked up. This whole entire piece right here, this is where this dude fucked up.
Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. You have that right.
Yeah.
Literally all the
You have that right to say it's not real. What? Okay.
police officer has
I don't
to do
understand
is be
that.
like, you are served. And then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like here, I'll time it. You've been served. Yeah, like literally 1.5 seconds.
You have the right to refuse service papers? That's news to me. Yeah. Yeah. Like that doesn't make a lick of sense. And on top of that, if this is how we're gonna like do things, maybe we should fix how we're serving people. Maybe it should be done by, I don't know, the police. I don't know. But if you're gonna be like this dude and pull this type of bullshit, I don't know. Like that to me says there's some sort of corruption.
And this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
Hold on. All right. What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk to.
Question I have is this a different day? I'm gonna. Okay, he's got the same pants on, so maybe put a jacket on. I don't know.
All right. What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk.
I could also look at the date in the top right hand side too. I don't know.
Screen charges. I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
I'm going to go talk with him, give him his paper back, since you do not want this.
Can I just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
Can I peek at it? Oh, you just got fucking served if you peek at it, dude. The fuck?
It kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind.
It's fake. There's no lawsuit anyway.
Okay.
See, that right there too also shows that he's curious on what he's actually being served with. If you touched it, you're super fucked. You get the super 8.
So anyway, I'm going to give this back to him and trespass her.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
Exactly.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
What the fuck? Who? Okay.
And now, Josh has just committed a felony, lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested.
Well, he did say a woman, but
is super duper illegal.
He called the store a billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
Here's that back for you. Okay. I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that.
He's using YouTuber like it's a slur. Exactly.
To be honest with you.
Well, these are court papers.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, see ya.
Damn.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
I mean, if he's wanting to make sure it got done, I mean, he's also filming for content too, but still, yeah, I'd probably be hanging out too.
They have fake service papers. And the girl is like, she's like, oh no, I gotta serve him these papers. Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know?
Ben should have said, I don't want them. I mean, right here, honestly, Happy, little taparoo. Look, I'll be very honest with you. The police officer fucked up. Could have handed the guy the papers. I honestly think after they found out, because I know they're going to show this in a second here, when they found out this was a real, like, actual subpoena, you know, he's terrified of fake papers. That is the thing that is the weird fucking part about it. He's like, well, what's in it, huh? And it's like, Jesus, I know. It's the problem I have with this whole thing is that this police department is so inept. I don't know how. I don't know fucking how. Like the news, like I don't know how this place has not been infiltrated with like reporters and shit like that. It just feels so weird. Like people are not like just fucking these. I don't condone this, but like these police officers' lives, I cannot believe they're not turned so fucking upside down right now.
And I'm like, oh yeah, do you think the process server would really
Because
be writing
this is like blatant corruption
to a guy that he's been harassing? I'm like, do you think I'm stupid?
Yeah, a little bit. Ben is being super compliant to give the cops all the rope to hang themselves. Yeah, during the lawsuit, I completely agree with you. You know, my only thing is I get concerned, especially with this, like the state of the world right now, that Ben might still get reamed and messed with even after the fact. Hey, when people say something like they don't like her, they don't like what they don't like is harassment. Like that's not what it means. Oh yeah, something that they don't like is harassment. Yeah, I mean this dude right here, he knows what he's doing. Now I think they all thought they could just like push this under the rug and nothing would happen, and they would arrest this guy and just move on, like just be another cog in the system, but the reality is Ben might have done like the best thing he could have and flee the country, because now he can just do this with abandon and just fucking call them all out. Will he get arrested probably when he gets back in the States? I'm assuming someone will probably arrest him for breaking bail, but I know he doesn't have any warrants out.
I don't know what to do, man.
So did you call the police again?
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm just done with these guys.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and digital stalking, because they're using electronic means for communication and coordinating their stalking habits.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
Pulling things out of my ass. This is what they're both doing. Yeah, you know what? We'll tell the police exactly what laws he's breaking. Ben is definitely in personal danger. Just look at what they did to Adrian Schoolcraft. Okay.
But because they're continuing to use
the new name,
additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot, can't continue. So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do this.
Now we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
He's going to submit, have it screened for charges with our prosecutors, right, with our city prosecutors.
He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. It's illegal.
Why not? in the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police. So anyone?
Okay, yeah, just reading up on that guy. That is crazy. Literally, whistleblower for New York Police Department, NYPD. After being a whistleblower, essentially got committed, like involuntarily. The police asking us what you want to do is insane. I agree. That is the thing with this whole story that like screams like these people fucked up. And I'm not talking about Ben. I'm talking about the police department. Asking them, so what do you want us to do? We'll do it. Yeah. That's fucked.
One can be a process server. You have to be 18.
Oh yeah, but yes, the Adrian Schoolcraft, right? Crazy thing. And I highly recommend looking them up on Wikipedia. I'm gonna dig into it further because there is a laundry list of crazy shit here. I mean, he did win $600,000 back in I want to say 2016 is what it said. I'm sorry, 2015. So yeah,
18 years old.
Insane. Hospitals keeping him.
So she's not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's.
Yeah,
we have no
just
relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah.
That's the only question I have about this section right here is I've seen her in a few other like segments that were filmed after the fact. Is this someone that he does know or doesn't know, and or just someone who just came along just recently is just helping him out? That's the question I have. I don't know if that's true or not. If she is not associated with them.
That's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who
we're watching Reckless Ben at the moment.
The
Yeah,
exact person that you were describing.
Yeah, we're watching all the new footage that got leaked. Leaked is the word I think people are trying to use right now. Person you just met, if you mean the server, yeah, that's the thing is like I don't know if the server is like someone who is just there, like he hired, like he got on like I don't know, TaskRabbit or something, or if she's involved like in just some way. Like that's the only like really like small thing that I was thinking about when I was watching it.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney? And spoiler, she's not an attorney, but
yeah. I love the flair of his videos. He's an interesting guy. I saw his McCaney Manor thing a while back too. Oh, by the way, did anyone else see the other dude? I saw the video for the Bricks and Minifig like trading in video with a young guy who's like in high school. I saw that video a few months ago, and I literally thought when this first came out that was like part of it, but it's not. And I know him and Reckless Ben have talked a little bit, but did you guys see the video he released last night? I'll have to pull it, but that video sounded like a hostage video to me. Like he's like, I don't want any trouble. I'm not going to collaborate with Reckless Ben. I still would like to do something with Bricks and Minifigs. And I was just like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Hey, what's up, Red? How are you doing? Good to see you. It's been a bit.
So I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because it seems like he's verified that she meets all.
I'll pull that video footage, Lux. Yeah, and by the way, just as a heads up, I have a hard out at 5 today. So we got about 50 minutes.
the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements, she still doesn't meet these
Been
requirements.
ages. Good to see
You're
you. It's good to
making
see you
no sense,
too.
Josh.
Swing. Yeah, and I think he does pretend to sound dumb, which is he's a smart guy, but it is a really good bit. It's been ages. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a bit. I feel like I've been kind of like under the radar. But I've been editing and I'm doing political content as a main thing lately. I have a fairly interesting YouTube channel. I'm going to say it's a big YouTube channel, but it's an interesting one. It's fun.
Impersonating an officer of the court, that carries it's pretty significant. You know, like
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server.
No, you can't. But you don't know that they're pretending. Sounding dumb is a good tactic to infiltrate cults. Exactly. See, that would be the angle I would go. It'd be like, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I would be I think agreeable, I think is the other thing too. Agreeable.
Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's
Literally, yeah.
Combining charges.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
So right now,
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go.
Oh God, this is so it's infuriating. Yeah, and look, I'll be honest with you. I hope there's some just God out there that they actually file actual like charges against this guy and anyone who's making these fake bomb threats. I think there was bomb threats saying they had heroin, like all of that shit.
Or try to process serve people.
I hope they actually do something about it.
So these papers that you printed up are
fake. Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
Again, this is Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
He's the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee. Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey, if I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money?
Part of that story's right. He did get a hold of the story, but he's not harassing them. He's actually trying to fight for about. I know they're saying $200,000. I saw someone say it was probably in the ballpark of like anywhere between 60 to 90,000, and they're not including the minifigures either. They did. He lost the lawsuit by default. That's why. Yeah, he's serving papers to ensure payment. Right. That's correct. I know the way they did that lawsuit, by the way, was insanely kind of like crazy. He had like a bunch of friends, like I think, buy a bunch of inventory, and then they all then did a small claims court lawsuit, which I think equal to about $100,000. I think that is what happened. I know he doesn't really go into too much, but oh yeah, the franchisees, yeah, the former franchisees gave the video of the takeover and the consignment agreement. Yeah, that couple are like doing God's work at the moment too. I know there's like GoFundMe for them as well, but she got screwed. They were going to move out of the country and they wanted to sell the franchise, and they said, no, fuck you. It's ours now.
And that's what they're trying to do.
Take us to court, bitch, is what they said.
Owes the money left to the United States.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
I didn't sign no agreement. I'm not beholden to somebody else's stupid agreement. I like how he can just lie to you guys. He's just straight face. Oh, he owes me $200,000.
I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they got so screwed. Obviously, so it's about the Legos now, and just how dirty that is as a business practice. And I know Colin, irony strong with this on. I know. I'll just say this. Colin also sent over some information. There is some ties to another company called, I think, Legally Mine. And I don't know if it has been fully talked about yet, but I believe Eamon's father was in that company. And so it's kind of rich, especially with the name of that company, Legally Mine. It seems like they are on the side of wrong, especially with a name like that.
We'll go about it.
Don't exactly what they do, but
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with
okay, so
someone
grimy, his
to
look, his house, his
verify
business. Yeah.
If a
He looks like a thumb. He looks like he could be a police officer. That's what I call police officers at this point. They look like thumbs.
case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims.
Yeah, the cops just screwed up royally by botching this, by playing along and covering up their incompetence. I mean, you know the thumbs from Spy Kids, exactly. His house. So here's the thing. Oh God, what was the thought I had? Oh my God, it just left me. Oh, the woman who Ben talks to about the redactions also is in on this too, which is crazy. There's a woman that he called in being like, "Hey, can I get the unredacted audio?" And they're like, "We're protecting victims, privacy." And then he had a piece of it because he was recording of the unredacted audio that he synced up, and he's like, "No, they're talking about the case. They're not talking about any victim." And the woman was like, "We did it in, by the law of Utah and yada, yada, yada." It was crazy.
Okay, thank
Yeah, I forgot to that. Well, actually, Ben had a piece of footage as well, I thought. And I think that may be on one of the other videos. May not be part of that one. But yes, there is a part they forgot to redact on one of the body cams. You're correct on that one. But I think there is another one. Maybe it's in this video. I can't remember.
That's all.
This is all running together for me.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this. Even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff, not even we now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying. But anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
And can someone correct me? That's also technically illegal, them muting with body cam, like, and actually talking. Like that should be illegal if it's not.
They're screening some charges, okay?
Yeah.
But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't
Depends on the state.
gone to court.
I can imagine Utah's like pretty cool with it. Nothing is illegal when you're a cop. Typical troll house covered in vines. Too bad he doesn't have a drawbridge. That'd be right up his alley. There's no laws. It's regulations by department mostly.
Against him versus you.
Snyder?
Mm-hmm.
What an idiot.
So,
Do you, right here is where he should be like, okay, I need to take that paper. Because he knows he's fucked right here. He's looking down his phone like, fuck, what do we do now?
He's just racking up the charges and we're working together.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just
Alex Jones vibe with this guy.
Like, letting them go cannot be an option here, guys.
Oh, hey there, brother.
Something for cyber.
We're making the goddamn frogs gay.
Like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to
Called
arrest
Dirty Lying Bastards. So you said I highly recommend a specific episode of the Rebuttal podcast called Dirty Little Lying Bastards. Let me copy that and I will look it up.
This is not appropriate. This is not okay.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
Hello. Step out for me. Okay.
Okay.
Find your back.
Bro, can I see them? And then the cops explain if he holds them, he's served. Yeah. This is to me where this goes like so off the rails. Like,
I love you. I love you.
Right here. I love you. I love you. Fucking thumbs up too. Thank you for working for me and my company. We just stole money from a dying man. Yeah, we're getting away with it too. Thank you. We love you. It's all about cops lying legally.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raid my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my arm back. Before we enter the property, the cop warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However,
Yeah, I mean, I would be too at this point.
when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming...
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, this is the accusation that he was moving quickly is such bullshit. Like, you can see it. He's just like casually walking out, having his phone in his hand. He's recording, but still.
I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
afterwards he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off, but the other kid had a GoPro.
How many did you get? You got Ben?
We got 5 right now.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet, that's good.
See, and then calling the dude to be like, let me fill you in on what we did. We got him. I think this right here actually kind of proves that, I'll be honest with you, there probably was not a phone call about stolen Legos. I think cops are just shitty to begin with, and they're bound to injure you, even in basic situations. Yeah. I have a relative who's a police officer, and one time they demonstrated how to take down someone on me, and I was just realized how violent and how awful of a feeling that all is, and I can't imagine actually putting massive amount of force on someone the way that I mean, he put force on me, but not in the way I think he would have done. Happy Killdozer Day. Is it his Martin? What's his face's day? Really? Is it the day that he passed, or his birthday? I think at least when the cops lie, they get in trouble. Oh wait, yeah. You're being stalked. They can't do anything unless something actually happens, like assault. Unless you are this guy, or I'm gonna go ahead and assume a white, bald male who looks just like another cop who is not a cop. So he's LARPing as a cop. So they're like, oh brother, you look like one of us. Shit, I'll help you out.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
Fantastic. I want to say it's like Martin Niedermeyer, right?
Redacted footage is we get to see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks.
Jesus fucking Christ. I watched this part earlier and I was just like, this is such fascinating stuff, like the story of him and where he got to where he's getting to in life. Was that just footage of him waiting for a guy to finish pissing? Yeah, that was something that got leaked. You're being stalked. Okay, have I told you the story about my brother-in-law's car being shot by cops because he called the cops on the cops? He was also a bald white man. Jesus, Martin Niedermeyer. Yeah, it's the anniversary of the day he unleashed the Killdozer and died, unfortunately. And he didn't kill anyone either. Like, he was just getting revenge. I think on the government in general, right? They were trying to seize his property. He's like, he was just waiting for the day. That's crazy though, Red, that the cops shot his car because he called the cops on the cops. That's fucking wild. I need to know more.
And it legally got approved by the IRS, and Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist. I guess the American Fork Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
Does anyone know who this guy is? I saw this in this person. I was like, what is this? What is going on with this guy?
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told all of, oh, it's a fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000. Yeah. If that was the case, that guy would be in jail. Yeah. So we're going to use critical thinking.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has nonstop been making fake bombs.
He's a ghost. We don't know who he is, but he's just a ghost. I mean, that sound means I just meant vibe-wise. Yeah, I get that. I can understand it. He just seemed kind of like, I'm here.
Bomb threats, fake fire threats,
Exploding.
fake murder threats in my name that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to murder
The
them.
fundraiser.
The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that. But the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all the
This, by the way, this stuff right here, this cross-pollination of the police also feels awful. Like, it seems insane. They live in the ghetto, North Minneapolis. This was pre-George Floyd. And and the cops were in the park across the street doing some fucking shady shit. So he called to be like, what the fuck are they doing in my neighborhood? And there are bullet holes in the door. Wait, and it's too coincidental to not be them. So they just pulled a fucking super bad situation. Maybe they're like out in the park, like doing donuts and shooting cop cars drunk. I have a stalker currently. It's a woman. I reported her bullshit to the cops, and they basically ridiculed me because I was a big tough guy, and she's a little thing. And then they proceeded to show up a week later when she showed them a text I sent her when she was ringing my doorbell and banging on my door at 3 a.m. The text, a picture of a box of 5.56 ammo and the word "don't." I almost got arrested. Damn, dude, big. That's insane. That's fucked up. It's like, yeah, you come to us, haha. Well, you can't do anything about it, and then you're like, hey, I'm gonna do something about it, and then they're like, wait, you can't do something about it. Oh shit, here we go. Colin, I was asking earlier, did you know it's legally mine, right? You could talk more about that and that stuff, right? Has that been like fully confirmed? My sister also had a cop pull their gun out when she was pulled over for a taillight. And I hate to think what could have happened. She was a little white lady. Damn. Or wasn't a little white lady. There you go.
mystery threats that I've been making.
Cop family members say anything about talking down to people, good or bad? They look, April, my this individual told me to always be compliant. Legally mine LLC, yeah. Fully confirmed. The stuff I sent you in the email, you can pull that up. It's public. Okay. I might have like a very short period of time. I'm going to finish this, but I have a hard out at 5. So I might dig through it. I've been debating on like maybe editing a little video together. I don't know. There's a lot of people reporting on it, so I don't know if it's just going to get lost in the flood of information. But this video that Ben has put out is crazy. And I think it proves a lot of, and I know this is some of the stuff you guys were working on, right? I'm driving. I won't be home for another 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
No worries, man. Stay safe. You don't have to type or anything.
Sandy police too, and then trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, Schneider's kind of all over the place. Yeah. Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc., etc. It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA. So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically like a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Any idea where he actually is?
No idea. I know we had asked.
This is bad. This is bad all around. I've been working with that streamer Lus and his team and their Discord. Most of what we have is not publicly known, but it is public information. Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, God, I really wish I was not having to go out of town this weekend. Because I won't have a video I won't have a video probably until middle of next week anyway, if I were to do it. But I'm gonna dig through it. I'm gonna see if there's something I can make of it. I love watching body cam videos. If you guys are interested in that stuff, I like watching them too. They're some of my favorite things. And Big, you said they tried to say I was brandishing, and I laughed in their stupid pig faces and closed the door. They called 2 more cars and threatened to kick my door in. I put my shoes on, went out. Thank Christ my neighbor across the way is a lawyer, came out and read them the riot act. They fucked off, but it was absolutely nuts. Dude, I'm so happy you had someone there. Fuck. And then you said, she's still stalking and doing weird shit, and I can't get a restraining order because she hasn't done anything egregious enough, according to the law. Also because of the gender situation. God, we're ethically deplorable. We are. I agree. Yeah, and I cannot believe, Big, I cannot believe you're dealing with all that shit. I've seen pictures of you, buddy. And, my head would go to like, oh yeah, I can take care of it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you want to do it the right way. And you don't want to be accused of any bullshit. So yeah, you have to call the police. But then the police laugh at you and it's like, what the fuck? It's insane.
To hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out. So.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never gonna catch me here.
Yeah, no American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never gonna find me, police officers.
I find that whole part so fucking funny. Because it is like literally like I think anyone with like a good sense of like playing GeoGuessr could probably figure it out really fucking easily. You should just be posting pictures of like, yeah, I'm just hanging out over here. I've seen dudes look at a fucking table and a plant and go, I think that's within like 100-mile accuracy. You'll never run out of material. There is a lot of stuff that I would like to do. Because look, I'll be honest with you. Watching the podcast is fun. Because I think it sparks a lot of discussion about like the current state of the world. But I also think this type of stuff with body cams, like how the police are actually, they're corrupt. He was an in-studio H3 post second video, which ends with him in Mexico. So I'm not sure. H3 mean like H3? Maybe 4D chess. I think it is. I think he's fucking with them. You should talk about the new North Carolina bill. Tell me more about that. I'm not familiar with it at the moment. So the in Mexico stuff is BS, guys. It's a bit. I know. I mean, it's obviously a joke. I was saying like anyone with like like half a brain could be like, oh, you're right here. But the reality is like, yeah. He was in Mexico for a slack lining thing for a few days. He was in court 5 days ago and has been back in the U.S. for at least 2 weeks. Yeah. I honestly knew he was floating around over here already. I have I don't know. I look at it and I was just like, okay, this is funny. It's a bit, and I thought it was kind of cute. I knew it was. I knew something was funny when he was doing the live stream. Now, the only thing that I have a question about is like, what the fuck was up with the band on that one live stream that he did? Like, it was crazy. Like, it was just getting so fucking loud in there towards the end. And you have to remember, Ben, is like, it's almost a performance art thing, like Nathan for you. Oh, 100%. I've taken this guy, I take him seriously, but I also take the way he communicates as like, obviously he's taking the piss out of everybody. My big thing here is that I have a kid. I have 50-50 custody, so he's not always here. But his mom faces the street and is right next to the front door. So now she sleeps in my room and I sleep in his when he's here. It sucks. It also just reflects poorly on me as a parent. Luckily, his mom is cool and knows people are weird. I'm glad you have that shit going on. Prior to the Fricks and Minifig stuff blowing up, Ben was homeless, so he rents podcast spaces when he does anything that's live. Yeah, which that makes sense. And that's cool. I'm glad that he's it seems like he's in a better spot too, which is great. Man, I did not know he was homeless. I mean, congrats to him for doing what's right and also standing up for people too. That's insane. I was like trying to figure out the whole like should I subscribe to his Patreon, but I was just like, I don't know. I typically don't like doing like monthly services and stuff like that, but it seemed like it might be now going to something good. His content is all fantastic. I would highly recommend going through his channel. I've seen a lot of the McCaney Manor stuff. I watched a few other videos too a while back. He's been on my feed multiple times in the last year. He does this exact thing to other places, including Scientology. Yeah, he mentioned that in the video. I hadn't seen the Scientology one, which is kind of cool. But because of what he does, he's always demonetized. Yeah, he mentioned that too in his video that he tried to shoot a movie and they're like, nope. But yeah, Big, I'm sorry you're having to go through that because that's fucked. Scientology sucks stuff is amazing. Dude somehow got far enough to be inducted into the Sea Org. Fuck yeah. God, man. Scientology is one of those things like there's this whole backstory with how Scientology kind of came to be. You know, it was kind of like this thing of hold on. I gotta look up. So okay, yeah. L. Ron Hubbard, literally. Yeah, no, I was actually looking it up because I wanted to find one piece of information because I kind of wanted to read it. But L. Ron Hubbard was hanging out with Aleister Crowley for a long time, like for a period of time. Hey, what's up, Keen Bean? How are you doing? And he got the idea for Scientology essentially from Aleister Crowley. And to me, it's always funny to think that like L. Ron Hubbard literally took, you know, this concept about, you know, being a Satanist and then applied it to being, basically he was like, I can come up with my own cult then. The most published fiction writer of all time founded a religion and everybody in it takes him at face value. It's wild. Yeah. He got the idea, though, from Aleister Crowley, which is crazy stuff. Thank you, by the way, Red. And I wasn't trying to trauma dump. I just brought it up because the cops are dumb and biased as fuck. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. It's just basic esotericism. My God, I cannot say the word. At the end of the day, yeah, it is, and it's crazy. Always here for a good trauma dump, but yeah, cops are fucking ridiculous. They are. At some point I'll tell a personal story about how a family member of mine could have gotten help but didn't, and it was at the fault of knowing police officers. One day, I don't want to get into it because we only got like a few minutes left here. Science fiction religion to evade taxes. That too. I blame. It's a very directed blame too. I have a lot of hate in my heart for the situation. Hung out with Crowley's daughter for a while. There were a lot of churches being started. In Cali. As California property tax havens at the time. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, though. That makes total sense. I mean, I can see why cults happen. I'm thinking also, too, like, anytime I think about cults, like, the one cult I always just actively just cannot get out of my head is just Jim Jones and it's the People's Church, right? Jim Jones, and the stuff that he said and did all came from, at the beginning, came from a place of like, let me help people out. And then it just spiraled out of control. So as BAM recap, the two bad store owners, Josh Johnson and Brandon Best, resigned from their ownership today. Yeah, you were mentioning that. The Oregon DA has been looking into charges. I would expect that's why they resigned. I hope so. I'll be very honest with you. I hope that they come out and like there's like a massive public apology to a massive apology to Ben, because like this is insane. What's the OG of cults? I mean, Christianity. Fuck any religion that predates that. I had to change it, Keen. I was like, and this is just as bad. Hinduism. I mean, it's anything that Jim Jones was paranoid as fuck, because I think he was also on legal meth. Puts himself in, didn't help his mental health at all. 100%. This is why I bully them every chance I get. Got pulled over for speeding by Highway Patrol last year and made the officer cry. Then I made her get her supervisor and told her supervisor the only reason I wanted him was so he could see what a bitch made crybaby he had out here writing tickets. Neither was amused, but I was. Damn, Daniel. I'm still blaming the old store owner, despite the fact that Oregon police report pretty much exonerates her. Yeah, that whole situation has been basically proven false, and so BAM is they're up shit's creek right now. I mean, even if they get away with this, the stores are not gonna last. This company is gonna be basically either renamed or become just fucking dead. This is gonna be gone. I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. Hinduism is at least twice as old as Christianity. Yeah, I'm not a scholar on religion, but I think any sort of organized religion would be the starting point for a cult. Thought we were talking about Bam Margera for a second. Yeah. He didn't like that I said seatbelts weren't designed for big-breasted women. Damn, Daniel. Bam Margera is a wild story. That honestly could be a stream all in itself. It's just talking about Bam Margera. After Ryan Dunn passed, I think that literally fucked him up. I think that was the tipping point for him. So I was all lost altogether. You're good. No. Well, I need to start winding down because I think I need to go do some dog walking here in a second. The dogs downstairs you can hear them pacing. Could have pointed at him and said, "For big-breasted men," and raised an eyebrow. New cast of him at the crack. Yeah, it was raw. That Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn. Those two had true love for each other, and I think when Ryan Dunn passed, it was just. I think it broke him. I think it broke a few of the people in Bam's little inner circle. Any person has a right to defend his or her own life or the life of another person, even by use of deadly force if necessary, from willful destruction by another person. From the new, oh my God, North Carolina bill that says life begins at fertilization. Holy shit. All right. Well, okay. So here's the deal. I kind of like these afternoon ones. I might do afternoon ones if people are cool with it. Just let me know if you think that's fun. Might do a couple here and there. Is your pup better? Yes, he is. He's not vomiting like he was. It was bad. We had a couple days where it was just like, okay, we might have to take him to the vet. Okay, but yeah, just let me know. We'll do more of those. I can also do night ones. I like night ones as well. I'm a night owl, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But I also kind of like these. These are great. All right. Oh my God. So essentially this legalizes Planned Parenthood bombings. Oh God. Yeah, we need massive change right now. Jesus. We need some massive change. All right. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I think the next stream will be Monday evening or Monday afternoon. We'll feel it out. But I do appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye.